Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today we are channeling messages from your ancestors, and I'm super excited because this message is in collaboration with Monica from Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. So don't forget to go ahead and check out the second half of your reading over on her channel. Monica is taking a look at your ancestral bloodline, so the ancestors of your physical incarnation, and I'm taking a look at the ancestors of your soul's incarnation. So this can have to do with your star ancestors or just the ancestors that you've had throughout different lifetimes. So we're going to be channeling that for you today. Please take a moment to take a deep inhale in and exhale. And I'll give you a moment to follow your intuition and select which group or groups stand out to you the most. We have group number 1 with Lakshmi, group number 2 with Melchizedek, group number 3 with Krishna, and group number 4 with Jesus. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so extremely grateful for you, and I love you with my entire heart. The description box below will have the timestamps to your reading or readings that you choose, as well as the link to Monica's part of your reading as well. So without further ado, I will see you at your reading. Thank you again for being here, and I love you. Namaste. Hi there, group number 1. I am so grateful for you being here today. If you chose the Flow of Prosperity with Lakshmi card, then this is your reading from your soul's ancestors / star ancestors. So the first thing I'm getting here is that your ancestors are wanting you to understand and appreciate that there is a lot of abundance that is your birthright. They're saying it's your karmic birthright, and the first thing that they are sharing with me is generational wealth, okay? Your ancestors are helping you to remove the blocks between you and any amount of financial or material goal or abundance you might have. In fact, they're actually encouraging you to eliminate more of a goal-based mindset and try to focus more on the processes, enjoying the way there. They're saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, but you are meant for great things in this life, and greater than you can even imagine when it comes to your comfort, your material abundance, your financial abundance, and your prosperity in general. They're saying that you are increasing in physical beauty and in mental and emotional beauty. They're saying that there's something about your vibration that is, they're saying eerily feminine. They're showing me the dark feminine here with Lakshmi, and this is also 108. If you wear prayer beads or a mala or you pray the rosary, they want you to keep doing this. There's something about this practice that is, they're saying astronomically eliminating karma or helping you to process through energy. If you practice Kriya Yoga, or if you are not practicing Kriya Yoga but have been feeling nudges towards it, this is your sign to practice or to open up that doorway for yourself, okay? Now, we have the golden lotus here. Okay, so this might be a helpful meditation technique for you to imagine a golden lotus, or for you to open up your crown chakra, or even synchronize this with your solar plexus. The solar plexus is the little sun within our own body, and just like the sun does not apologize for shining so bright, or too brightly to even look directly at sometimes, the same exists within you. And same with the lotus is the symbol of faith, and the crown chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus. So there's something about your faith in your sense of self, your faith in who you are. And this is on a soul level. Now, I'd like to point out that Monica is doing the bloodline ancestors. So the ancestors that we're channeling for you today, they know your soul. They know your incarnation journey, your particular path. They also are aware of the fact that wherever you've been, whoever you've been, you are you for a reason. And there are parts of you that you have integrated within yourself that are unique only to your stream of consciousness. And these are the things they want you to wear proudly in this lifetime. These are the things that are drawing you to abundance, materially and spiritually. They're saying that you have such a wealth of spiritual and emotional abundance, and that this is manifesting in your physical life. They want you to continue opening up the doors, and they want you to drop your shoulders, roll them back and down. They want you to release your jaw, roll open your collarbones and those rotator cuffs, and take a deep breath. They want you to feel the luxury in life. They want you to understand that this is your birthright, and it is not just through struggle that you are able to succeed. It's not only through hard work. It is through belief. It is through karma. It is through help in the spiritual and angelic realms, of which you have a lot. Now, there's something particularly about your soul's path they want to draw attention to. They're showing me a white rose and a pink rose. They're also showing me They're showing me a fish, okay? So Pisces, the sign of Pisces could be significant. Your south node could be in Pisces. Your Mercury could also be in Pisces, or like your 7th house could be in Mercury or it could be, I'm sorry, in, oh my goodness, in Pisces as well, okay? Mercury was coming up quite strongly, and I kind of got froze on the Gemini energy here, frozen. So there could be something going on with your throat chakra where you are finding a way to properly express your sense of self when it comes to your soul, who you really are, not just the body that you're in, the person that you are playing right now, but your actual soul's incarnation. There's a part of you that has your higher self fully integrated into you, and yet simultaneously they're saying that there's a part of you that feels the need to express more of who and what you truly are. So let's get into the message your soul's ancestors have for you today. They want to remind you that these are those who have walked a path before you, which means that in certain ways they could have shared a same life with you. They could resonate with having the same life that you've even had in the past, since we are all a remanifestation of the same energy again and again. They also could have known you in other lives, okay? They could be from same places that you are from. They want you to prepare for more love in your life, more emotional abundance. They're saying that you deserve love in your life, and that there's something that's coming your way where there's some sort of community or group offer in order to start something new. Look at this. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. This is going to bring a lot, and I mean a lot, of material abundance to both sides of the equation here. They're saying that you have balance. You have completed a specific karmic cycle, and you have received as much clarity as you possibly can receive on a particular area. It's up to you with what you do with it. So your ancestors are really urging you right now to stand in this clarity, to stand in this faith, to know that you know what you know and that you are who you are, and expect communication in a certain area of life, particularly when it comes to passion, creativity, or spirituality. 3 of Swords, there might be something that is hurting a little bit that's around you, and it wants to come towards you because it identifies you as a source of love and truth, okay? A source of spiritual awakening. So do expect quick movement in this. There will be something that feels like you've known it before. This will be from a past life. Your ancestors have carefully been weaving this into your path. They're showing me when you are knitting and you kind of change the thread or you change the yarn for a little bit, they're kind of showing me that they are weaving something in to your life, like bit by bit, okay, piece by piece. There's going to be a familiarity here, all right, and there is going to be a sense of nakedness, a sense of decision making, and a sense of forward movement and perhaps travel indicated here as well. You are being asked to communicate your sense of self more strongly. And this is not, these are my past lives, this is my experience, XYZ. It is more so allowing the persona of all that you've learned, all of that being, to fully come through your expression and your sense of self. You might be an alchemist. And I'm kind of getting this vibe too, that your soul's ancestors have seen the roles that you've played, and they're saying they've seen you at your most powerful, and they've seen you at your weakest, and they're saying that they're almost saying, like, with love, that there's no excuse for you to be putting yourself in such a small role, and they're saying that you know what they mean. So we do have the Ace and Page of Cups. This is an 11, and we do have 3, which is 3 wands here. So you could be seeing like 1 11, 11 11 quite a bit. You could also be seeing 5 wands. So this has to do with like taking yourself out on dates, romancing yourself, allowing yourself to be your inner child, having confidence. This is 5 here, and this is also the number of Leo, which resonates with the solar plexus, and we have all this yellow going on here. Okay. They're saying get the bag, and we have the 6 of Wands. There's a lot of success and victory that is meant for you, and I think that you've known this your entire incarnation. This is actually quite interesting. They want you to know that you are of age in a particular area of life. They're saying that you have reached a particular threshold or a particular milestone where you have you've passed the difficult lessons. They're saying that you had life on hard to get you up until this point, and because of that, things are now about to get a lot easier. Now you have this soul recognition, this soul identity, this new support system and community around you. And because of this, you're going to be able to open up to love, but you're also going to be able to, they're saying, put your foot down in certain areas of life too. They're showing me you selecting something out of a group, and they're saying that this will bring you balance and determine a significant part of your future. So be careful. At the same time, they want you to continue sitting on your throne, and they want you to know that you are not to take yourself off a pedestal. Others can meet you where you're at. Do not take yourself off a pedestal for anybody else. So if that resonates for you, or this is a lesson that you've recently learned, they want you to know that this is directly tied to your prosperity. The more confidence you have in yourself, the more confidence you have in your manifestations and in your emotional vibration of whatever this is that you want, or you're attracting, or you're feeling, you're sensing, this is exactly what's going to happen. They're saying that you are a master manifester. You are a master, an ascended master. And because of this, they're saying that you are aware of your ability to draw in energies that you want, but it is your ability to differentiate what you want that is almost the thing that's been holding you back. But you are now of age. You now know yourself well enough. You now know who your person is. You now know who your soul is. You now know who your star ancestors or your spiritual ancestors are. They want you to know that they love you so very, very much, and they are always, always around you. And you think that you pick up on a lot of them all of the time, but there are way more. They're saying there is a plethora of guides that you have yet to even tap into, that are around you and supporting you at all times. There are some that are of light, some that are of dark, some that are neutral, and they all love you, and they are all pulling strings in your favor. The red string of fate can also be significant for you here as well. Okay, I'm hearing alchemy, I'm also hearing chemistry, and I'm also hearing stoichiometry as well. So these things could be significant. If they're saying that you have been pressurized into a diamond and it is time for you to shine, okay? They're saying that someone's picking you out like a needle in a haystack, and it's going to change your life. Your star ancestors are saying that they have kind of wooed an energy towards you. There's something about you that is very alluring, or an aura about you that is very alluring, and it's drawing the correct opportunities towards you. Now, they want you to continue being yourself and continue acting detached and as though this is not what's going on, because they're saying that you have a lot of spiritual knowledge and you have a lot of manifestation skills. So if you overthink a situation, or if you kind of get carried away in your emotions in a particular area, they're saying that you've learned these lessons, but you can very, very, very easily manifest things, a lot more than you think. So if there's even a sliver of doubt in your mind, you can change the timeline or change what's going on. They want you to be a little extra aware and cautious of this at this time. And they also want you to know that the more that you focus on yourself and your self-love, filling up your own cup, kind of minding your own business right now, keeping your nose to the ground, the more things are going to just work out in your favor. They want you to tell yourself that you're very lucky and that you can manifest anything that you want, but they also want you to know that it's more true than you believe, and they want you to sink into that belief as well. Now, they are really, really, really emphasizing financial abundance. This is, whoever is listening to this, you are somebody who is going to create generational wealth. I'm hearing millionaire, I'm hearing billionaire, I'm hearing trillionaire, okay? This is insane. I'm literally hearing insane, got no brain, okay? But this is pentacles, that's showing me this, so you have a lot of brain. You have a lot of emotional intelligence as well. Now, what you might show on the surface is this much, but the depth of you is a lot deeper. Your pockets might also be a bit deeper than you lead on to people. This is showing me somebody who kind of dresses like I don't know, Manu Chao, somebody who dresses like a nomad, somebody who puts on those like the hippie pants and the little shirt, and they're just kind of nomadic and chilling and whatever, but deep down, perhaps you have like a pocket that's a mile deep. Or maybe you show people a little bit of your energy. This is almost a little bit giving like Capricorn a little bit, as far as having such emotional depth, having such knowledge, such intuition, and only showing this much, only letting people in like there's, what's that phrase, a mile wide and an inch deep, okay? Even though you go a mile deep as well. There's something here about self-preservation that they want to draw your attention to, okay? So they're saying that there is, okay, ace is coming out. You could be like asexual, okay? You could be, but this is also cups, okay? You could be aromantic. You could also have something about you that is like abnormal in some way. You could be neurodivergent, or just experience perhaps anything that might put you in a category that kind of sets you apart from what you feel is normalized, what we've been conditioned to believe is normal, even though we're all absolutely individual. Sorry, my phone was dying. Even though we're all absolutely individual, and you are an intentional piece of the universe. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing you need to heal, nothing you need to work on. You are the way that you are for a reason, and you're exactly where you need to be at this moment. You've done a lot of healing, and there's something about you that sets you apart from the rest. Now, we do have 2 and then 3 coming out, so expect some changes to happen in your life, and expect the community around you to shift just a little bit. Expect this to come towards you, and expect yourself to feel very good and loved about it. You're going to experience a lot of love and a lot of material abundance, and you're almost going to be sitting back, like the person of you is going to be sitting back and thinking, what did I do to deserve this? Why all of a sudden? Why now? Why me? Why? And your soul has the answers. Your ancestors have the answers. You already know. You know that you deserve this. You've been trying to manifest it. You've been working super hard towards it. Towards the love part, the community part, the money part, all of it. And so Lakshmi's coming in and saying, 108, okay? You put the work in. You transformed yourself. You did the difficult work. You did the shadow work. You died and rebirthed time and time and time again. You've cleared this karma. You are getting what's coming to you. You put in trial and error. You did it again and again and again until you got the result that you wanted, And that's the way that it's working. And here we get, coming out again, we have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Expect communication about your victory, about your success, about your accuracy in a certain area of life, okay? And we have the Devil here popping out with the High Priest saying that, if there's an energy around you, it might be feeling like it's in your shadow a little bit, okay? And so there's kind of this devil that's knocking on its shoulder. We have 515 saying, you got to change yourself, you got to do something, you got to fit this mold, and that's not the case, okay? So the more that's why you need to keep your nose to the ground right now. They're saying that this love, this abundance, this success that's coming towards you, it is meant for you, okay? But while other people deal out their stuff, they want you to stay out of that energy. Stay focused on yourself, because energy like that does like to, as we know, tie and chain itself to other things. So the more that you're focused on yourself and your own authentic expression of love and doing your hard work and showing up where you need to show up and just telling yourself that you're beautiful and you're abundant and you're prosperous and you're deserving and you're perfect and beautiful and all these things that are true, by the way, obviously, you're amazing, love you. You are noticing that there are things in your life that you have grounded. Look, we have C, and a 3 here. This is 333, okay? So 33, this is mastery of something, but 333, this is, 33, okay? This is saying that you have mastered something time and time again. And the mastery here is what is a mirrored energy in a particular situation of your life. This is also a 66, which is unconditional love, gratitude, and isolated healing, but it's also 90, or it's also a 9 or 90. So this can be that there's something in your future that you've been seeing as far off for a long time. You've been working towards a milestone. This is why they want you to eliminate goal-based mindsets at this current point in time and just enjoy the process, because you are finding a goal point. And the more that you see it as a goal point, the more you're going to just set it off, okay? Like set it off into the timeline a little bit further away from you. But it's already here. It's already yours. It's already in your life. So they want you to just enjoy the process, enjoy where you're at. They're saying no expectations, okay? No stress, no pressure, no expectations. They want you to they're saying stay in your own lane, focus on your beauty, focus on your abundance, focus on your prosperity. They're saying like Lakshmi is like an embodiment of you. They're saying like people look up to Lakshmi, and they're saying Lakshmi looks up to you. And this is because you have such spiritual wealth. You have such beauty within you, within your heart, within your being, within your soul. And your star ancestors want you to know that they remember you. They are always around you. And then if you ever want to go home or you ever need to tune in with them, remember that your incarnation of yourself, our experience is in the 4th dimension, okay? Our soul is in the 5th dimension, our body is in the 3rd dimension. Because of this, we have access to higher dimensions, and time-space is entirely relative, theory of relativity, okay? 4th dimensional time-space, you can look into this. So the way that we experience time and space is different for every single being, and your consciousness is always experiencing every past, present, and future life or incarnation or everything, all of the Akashic records all at once. So if you ever want to go back anywhere, past, present, future, imaginary, in your dreams, you have access to do that right here, right now. And it's always available to you in your physical body, right where you're at right now. And they want you to not forget this. If there's an energy that makes you feel at home, or if there's an energy that you're missing, or an energy that makes you feel especially empowered here, especially abundant, or if there's a lifetime that you really, really resonate with, and you're like, yes, I was on top of my game then, that is me, that's who I am, that's who I want to grow into. There's a reason you have an affinity for this. They want you to tap into this. They want you to tune into this. They want you to know who and what you really, truly are, because you already know. They're saying they're saying, you walk the walk, but now you got to talk the walk. And they're saying that that's the hard part for you because you have so much unconditional love. But the more that you put yourself on a pedestal, the more you're going to encourage other people to put themselves on a pedestal. And it's not about ego. It's not about putting yourself above or below anybody else. It's about, I'm hearing that Lizzo lyric, and I think it's perfect. If I'm shining, everybody's gonna shine. And I think that that's beautiful. That's perfect. Because if you've experienced this life and we're all part of the same being, then everyone has experienced this life. And you are the one blessed to remember it, which means that you have the blessing of being able to bestow this memory onto others. This can be anything at all that you resonate with that feels so beautiful and homey and abundant to you. And because of this, because of all the hard work that you've done to get here, in spite of remembering these things, in spite of knowing these things about yourself, there is some sort of love, abundance, and community and celebration that's coming your way. Three of Cups can also indicate like alcoholic beverages, drinking, partying, right? Going out, having a good time, making new friends, celebrations, right? So you're going to be celebrated. You're going to be celebrated, and it's going to be financially abundant to you. This is kind of giving me a Two of Pentacles vibe, where they're saying that your masculine energy, your ability to take action, your ability to move, your ability to be confident, to be sensual, to be creative, to be grounded, is heightened at this particular time. And that you might have a sense of intuition, very grounded, rational intuition. Perhaps you are into spirituality and physics. Maybe you have that unique intersection, or something that resonates with that too. I'm seeing a Merkaba, okay, communication, maybe something about your communication skills. You could be a writer, something that allows you to kind of have the world in your hands, okay? This is kind of what is underneath the surface, and it's starting to permeate, okay? People are starting to recognize or see this about you, and this is going to draw you to more abundance. But instead of focusing on this energy that's coming towards you, magnetizing your way that relates to the physical abundance, magnet, Queen, Pentacles, feminine energy, magnetization of grounded, abundant energy, right? Focus on continuing to plant seeds for the future, tending to your garden, but don't watch the pot boil, okay? Because they are saying here that you have watched so many pots boil over time, and you've learned not to do so. And you have already learned the lesson that anything that you want, anything that you manifest, can happen so quickly, that the more that you watch the pot boil, the more that you actually set it apart in the future. And there's a reason for this illusion of distance in time. And this is time-space. This is the fourth dimension. This is the mental and emotional body, okay? I want you to tap into the Panchakoshas. If you don't know what that is, kind of look it up. It is the layers of our being according to yogic science, okay, yoga philosophy. There's going to be the body, then there's the emotional, the ethereal layer with your chakras and everything. After that is your thoughts. This is your tangible physical brain, mind, and then there's your wisdom body. This is where you tap into the Akashics, your past lives. This is all the things that your soul knows and has imprinted into you. And then there's the bliss body, which connects you with 12th dimensional source, or God, or the collective, or everything, whatever you resonate with. Potato. With Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups here, there are definitely a few new beginnings that are going to happen for you. You might actually get a few different love offers or friendship offers, apologies, and things like this. You're going to be very, very abundant in people coming back, people coming towards you, new people showing up, and they all want to celebrate you. They're going to say, good job, you're amazing, you're beautiful, how did you do this? And they want to follow your example. If you have a following on social media, or you would like to, this is an indication as well that this is going to expand or grow. If you've been trying to be seen in a particular area of life, this is an indication that this is going to happen for you too. That's why they're saying continue to keep your nose down, continue working on yourself, and just enjoy things as they come to you. They want you to focus on what is coming your way. Well, not in the future, but they want you to focus on the things that are in front of you. And as you finish a task, another thing will come to you. So just focus on this direct area that's coming your way, that's within you. Don't focus too much on trying to figure everything out, because it will scatter your energy. And they're saying that you've learned better than that by now. Your mind creates your reality. Just expect the things that you manifest to come towards you. And then from that perspective, they'll be in your life, and you can deal with them as they show up. Okay, so group one, another thing that I'm noticing about your spread here is that we have water and earth here, okay? In Ayurveda, this is known as Kapha, the Kapha dosha, okay? So this is kind of an indication that there's some energy in your life or within you right now that is a little bit, it is cold, slow, and a little bit dense, okay? This is not a bad energy or anything like this. It is Kapha. It is the manifestation of earth and water together. It's a little bit muddy, literally, okay? So your star ancestors want you to know that you are meant right now to take it easy. You're meant right now to go slow, to go easy on yourself, and to give yourself a little bit more rest, to allow yourself time to heal, time to feel, time to take things one step at a time. You're getting where you're going, but they do want you to slow down and enjoy the process. This seems to be a recurring theme here. I'm going to pull some advice for you. Oh, okay. They want clarification first, and then I'll get to advice. So you have the Three of Cups again. So they want you to know that there is a sense of community that is coming your way, and that they love you very, very much. Okay? And with the Ace of Swords, if there's something you are seeking clarity on or meditating on, they're saying that they have the answers ready and prepared for you as long as you are ready to receive them. They're saying that you kind of have a good idea of what it is that's going on within and around your life right now, but if you feel like you need a little bit more clarity, they're happy to provide this for you. They're saying that the answers lay within the cycles of your past life or past lives. There's something about who you are, what you resonate with, that is bringing you emotional and spiritual fulfillment. It's also drawing these energies towards you as you help them to transform and remember who and what they are themselves, okay? There is an energy that is coming towards you with a lot of love, and it's, do expect some sort of communication. We have Ace of Swords and Eight of Wands. This is a lot of communication, and what's in the middle here is love, financial abundance coming together to create something, celebration, okay? So, with the Wheel, things are working out in your favor. You've completed some very tough cycles in your life, and you are leading by example. You're helping other people to do the same as well. Now they're saying I can pull advice for you. I want you to stay independent and to continue to plant more seeds, continue to nurture the garden that you already have. They're saying that you are going to be experiencing a lot of abundance in many different areas of life, and to look out for the number 222 and 333, okay? So for advice for you from your ancestors, your spirits ancestors, your star ancestors, I am tuning into Sirius here. Okay, so you might be connecting with the Syrians, you could be into anatomy, or your job could have something to do with like yoga, kinesiology, physical therapy, something like this as well. Okay. Wow, okay. So they have lotus feet at the bottom of the deck. They're saying this sums up their advice for you. They want you to have faith in yourself. They want you to ground yourself into your spirituality and into your spiritual knowledge. They want you to take your sense of spiritual self and ground that into your physical being, your physical body. They're saying that this hasn't been comfortable for you, but it will be now. So your advice is to change your perspective and tune in to the relationships in your life. Also, if Arcturus is doing anything for you spiritually, they want you to go down that rabbit hole, okay? They want you to communicate your ability to be patient, and they want you to be grateful for who you are and where you're at the same time. They're saying that other people are admiring your patience, your ability to go with the flow, and it's because you're centered in gratitude, behind the scenes and living in truth, okay? If you don't feel like you can share your entire truth with everyone all the time, they want you to be your truth instead of talking about your truth. This is some very strange, but also particular advice they have for you. They're saying that if you feel the need to speak your truth, but you feel limited to do so, okay, they want you to embody it, because it will be able to be picked up on vibrationally, regardless of the communication. They want you to magnetize your heart at this time, and then stay grounded in gratitude, of course, as always, and have faith that things are working out in your favor behind the scenes. They're drawing my attention again to generational wealth, okay? And they're saying that as you continue to accept this as your truth, accept that you are meant to be abundant, you're meant to be happy, you're meant to have your wish fulfilled in your life. This is your truth. This is the path that you've chosen for yourself. There's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing that is limiting about it. There's nothing worthy of comparing yourself to other people about with it. You didn't have it easier. You didn't have it harder. You didn't have it luckier. You had it the same as everything and everyone else. You are just you at this particular moment in space-time. You have been drawn to completion of these energies, completion of these cycles, and it's time that you actually reap the rewards of all the hard work that you've put in that others might not have put in yet, or might not have even seen you do. But this is where you don't need to defend yourself, you don't need to speak your truth, you just need to be who and what you are. On a soul's level, they see right through you, and they love every single piece of you. So don't be afraid to make those changes about yourself or about your life, or to close out those cycles, or to create that thing, or to start that whatever. They want you to know that who you are behind the scenes is what they want to see on your outside. And they know that it might take some time, it might take some comfortability, but that is why they're drawing in this new community. That's why you're drawing in this abundance, this wealth. So that you have all the resources you need to be fearlessly yourself. And they're saying that this is the thing that is going to bring you the most happiness in this life. And they want to see you happy. They want to see you celebrated. They want to see you teaching other people and loving yourself and being who you are and staying grounded in gratitude, okay? They want you to continue planting your roots, and you may be surprised to find out that you have an opportunity to plant your roots somewhere else very soon. They're saying that there are going to be changes in your life that you don't necessarily see coming, but that they've been guided to you at this time for a very particular reason. I keep seeing 3s and 5s, okay? So 35 could be significant, Jupiter in your chart could be significant, but they also want you to know that there's nothing but love in a situation. If there's something that is that's kind of taking center stage in your life right now, they want you to know there's nothing but love in that situation. And they also want you to know that you are helping something or someone or some project or some group of people to see the light, because you are who you are, and nobody else can do that, nobody else can be that, nobody else can embody that energy, even if they want to try. It's not possible. So with that being said, they want you to almost lean into your Uranian Aquarian energy a little bit. Be you, be weird, be quirky, be individual, because you are this individualized manifestation of your entire soul's journey right now for a very particular reason. And you've been through it, you've seen a lot, you've done a lot for the collective, you've done a lot for the souls around you, mind, body, spirit, this life and other lives. And it's time that you experience this abundance. Whether or not those around you see that, acknowledge that, or even know where to look is completely irrelevant. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's all just you on copy and paste. You are the universe re-experiencing itself time and time and time again, and this is your time, this is your turn, this is your break, this is your time to be abundant and experience ease and experience gratitude. And they're saying there's so much in your life that you have been patient for, you've been working so hard, you've been opening up your heart, you've been speaking your truth, you've been showing up with gratitude and just having that faith. And your guides almost want to cry, because they're saying that they see you in the ways that other people can't. They see you in the ways that you've needed to learn the hard way to see yourself. They're saying that they see you for you, and that's the greatest gift that they are experiencing, to be able to witness you. And you're going to be experiencing this in your physical realm very soon as well. They want you to know how loved you are, how special you are, how powerful you are, how amazing you are. And they want you to continue moving through love, and they're saying that you can afford to be a little sassier, actually. They're saying that you know exactly who and what you are, and so they're saying don't let bastards bring you down. That's a Kesha song. So there are things going on behind the scenes, and they're also saying to pay attention to your legs at this time, whether this is doing some calf raises or massaging out your legs or going for a hike or something like this. They're saying that you'll already know, but if there's something with your legs, they want you to take another look at this, okay? There's something about January that's important, and something about alchemization, legs, and January that's all coming together for you, okay? They want you to live in your truth fearlessly. Your truth doesn't need to be the same as everybody else's. In fact, it shouldn't be. If you see two people whose truth is the same, it is not the case, and you already know this, okay? So do not fret, do not worry. Don't you worry about a thing, pretty mama. Okay? There's so much that's happening for you that's about to ground for you, and your future is nothing but bright. And they see what you've been through in this life and the ones before, the ones parallel, whatever. They're saying you have nothing but happiness and an alarming amount of prosperity coming to you in the future. They keep reiterating this prosperity. That's the card that you chose. This came out in your reading literally so much. Do you want me to look at the rest of these cards that flopped out? You have karmic lessons. They're saying you learned the rest of your karmic lessons, and now it's time for you to lean back, relax, and let yourself know. Don't fret what you heard or act like you know, right? Okay. You learned your karmic lessons. They want you to lean back and just allow yourself to receive and know that you deserve to receive. They're saying that your intuition is super precise. Don't ever second guess your intuition. It is more correct than you would like to think it is. They're saying that that's something that you will see as a blessing too. And they're saying less is more when it comes to asking the universe questions, because you already know. And at the same time, rifts are kind of coming out with this metal. I don't know. Rifts are sick. So it's your ancestors, literally. Okay. Psychometry and clair abilities. This was coming out quite a bit. Okay. They want you to reestablish yourself in the, they're saying within clair abilities or within the spiritual world. They want you to reestablish your psychic gifts in some way, shape, or form, or be more open about them. They're saying that you are helping other people to deepen their faith, and that as you meditate, and the more that you reestablish yourself as yourself, and you just be the vibration that you are, regardless of communication, the more you just be yourself, the more you're going to be able to speak through love and through faith and through gratitude, and the more that you're going to open this up in other people. And of course, crystal healing. Maybe you're that person that gives everybody crystals like me, or maybe you are tapped into rainbow healing light, crystal healing light, or you are just beginning and you're a Reiki practitioner or a Reiki master teacher, or something like this. They're saying it matters too. They're showing me 3. They're showing me Reiki 3. Okay, so that could be significant for some of you. And they're showing me there's a little eyelash that fell onto this card. Okay, so they're saying that you have a wish that is being granted. Okay, and that you know what this is, you know what's going to happen, your intuition is all over it, and they're saying that this is a blessing. It's not in disguise, it's a straight up blessing. They don't want you to look for reasons why this is wrong, or reasons why it doesn't align spiritually, or reasons why. They just want you to enjoy your life. They actually use the F word. They're like, we just want you to enjoy your fucking life, okay? You deserve it. So that's, okay, they're saying that's not all. What else? Okay, they're sending me the song Disarm by the Smashing Pumpkins, where they're saying the killer in me is the killer in you. But they want you to know that you have an opportunity to come together with people, and they're going to see their light because of how much they see your light. And it will be in a situation where perhaps they didn't. You show people by being yourself parts of them that they've forgotten about. This can be past life regression, this can be spiritual gifts, this can be gratitude, this can be love, this can be star power, this can be abundance, this can be Reiki, this can be beauty, this can be connection with deities, anything like this. You show people parts of them that they've lost along the way throughout this life or other lifetimes. You help people put their own pieces back together and finish out their karmic cycles and close their own lessons and create something new with that. And it's like you are here as a walking ascended spirit guide for others, and that's why, like, of course you deserve all of this. So they're saying just accept your freaking blessings, accept that they're giving you free gifts, and expect everything to go better than your wildest dreams, because they are, and that's what you deserve, and you know that, and you know who you are. They just literally love you so much, and they want to give you the entire world. So they want you to, like, not overthink, not overfeel, just kind of continue doing what you're doing and just have a little bit more faith and confidence in yourself. And they're saying, like, if you feel like you're meant for, like, stardom, or like to have a bunch of money, or like to set yourself apart from other people in a particular way, they're saying you're absolutely right. There's so much that's going on behind the scenes that you're picking up on, but might feel a little bit shy speaking about. They're saying don't worry about speaking about it, just embody it, just be yourself, and that is the best gift you could give yourself or anybody in the entire world, including your spirits, ancestors. They love you so much. They are always with you, and I want you to pay extra attention to your dreams tonight, the night that you're watching this, because they have some special messages for you as well. They're saying don't be surprised if part of your dream is lucid, or if you wake up and while you're awake you continue the dream. They're trying to bridge the gap between your conscious and subconscious minds, or some of the things that you know and accept to be true, or they really want to bring home some of those messages that they're going to be sharing with you tonight, okay? So that is all that I have for you, Group 1. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you, and so are your ancestors. They love you so very much, and they're always around you. Yeah, I'm very grateful for you, and I love you with my whole heart. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. And if you resonated with this, please don't forget to go check out Monica's video. The link is in the description box, as well as all the information for, I don't know, the other readings, personal readings, my books, and things like that. And, yeah, namaste. Hello, my beautiful friends of Group 2. Thank you so much for being here today. If you selected the second group and the spiritual law of attraction with Melchizedek, then this is your reading. So today we are taking a look at messages from your soul's ancestors. So from your line of incarnation, this can be star ancestors or just ancestors that have walked with you throughout different lifetimes, okay? So the first thing I'm getting here is they want to talk to you about making changes in your life. Now, this is not saying that you are doing anything wrong, but they're saying that there is abundance that is in front of your face, and there is perhaps a hesitation to grab it. They're saying that there is something that is inherently beautiful about you or the situation that you're in that you may be afraid to look at directly, but in some way, this is something that you have manifested for yourself. Now, the word attraction is standing out to me a lot, and the word traction within that as well. They're saying that there is a situation that has capability to, they're saying, to have legs. It has the possibility attached to it to move forward, to move onward, to grow. And there's something here about, like, purity, innocence, sweetness that is coming through as well. And they're saying that this is about you. And they're saying that there's maybe a situation in your life where you are afraid because you don't want to compromise your purity. You don't want to compromise your sweetness or your unconditional love for the situation. They're coming through before I even pull the cards with all of these messages, because they're saying that you are about to or have recently switched the timeline that you're on. Now, you've been guided in a particular direction for a reason, and the situation has been drawn back towards you for a reason as well. They want you to have enough faith in the timeline that you're on and have enough faith in the guidance of your angel spirits, guides, ancestors, and your higher self, the universe as a whole, knowing that it has your best interest at heart, just as you have your own best interest at heart. But they wouldn't put you in a situation that would hurt you. They want you to spread your wings and fly and let loose a little bit. They're saying there's a beautiful duality to the situation where you might feel free and excited and like you have a lack of inhibitions, but in a beautiful way. But at the same time, you wish to maintain your purity, your innocence, your kindness. And they're saying that this does not need to be an either or situation. There's something that you have manifested, and here he's holding a like a cube, but it also kind of looks like a Merkaba. So do expect communication or opportunities for travel as well. Telepathy might be a strong theme here as well. You might be opening somebody else up to telepathic communication. You could be experiencing spiritual connection or telepathy with somebody in your life, or you could be experiencing something in a familiar or deja vu kind of way. And they're saying that this is something that has to do with a past life or even a past situation in your life, but they're saying primarily past life. They're giving me confirmation on that. The crows outside my window are giving me confirmation. So there's something here that is trickling through from a past life, and your spirit feels safe here. And that's why you feel drawn towards the situation. But at the same time, there is an energy where your person, who you are today, your body with your life experiences in this incarnation, has experienced things that might cause you to hesitate or overthink or second guess. So they almost want you to focus on yourself, keep your nose to the ground perhaps, and focus on continuing to put one foot in front of the other. They're saying they have a surprise for you, a blessing, and you might be surprised as to what you are able to accomplish in the future. I'm hearing Ezekiel as well, so Ezekiel could be with you very strongly, or that name could be significant. Definitely getting Enoch, Mercury, Hermes, Thoth. These are all the god of communication, okay? And also communication between the spiritual realm and the physical realm too. So you could be a medium, or you could be meeting a medium, or going to see one. There's definitely a strong, they're showing me a bridge, like actually a rainbow bridge. So if you have a pet that has recently passed away, or passed away when you were younger or something, it's coming through to send you love and say that they're watching over you and that they approve of you entering into the situation. And they want you to use this perspective and their perspective, because they're saying that it is pure, it is innocent, and it is unconditional loving. And that is unconditionally loving, and that's exactly what they see in the situation for you. Okay, so they want you to follow your soul's nudge, okay? They're showing me a picture of somebody who has one foot on one timeline and another foot in another timeline. There's the Eight of Pentacles. Now, Eight of Pentacles is interesting. I'm going to pull more cards. Now, Eight of Pentacles talks about when you have put enough work into something, say literally you have a plant, okay, and it's and it bears fruit, which is ruled by Jupiter. You are going to experience first the little green fruits that you can't eat yet. They're not quite ripe. Then they get ripe. Then they're ripe enough for you to harvest, to pick off. And then from there, they fall off themselves when they are perfectly ripe. And there's almost a moment when they hit the ground where it's either hit or miss. They're either perfect to eat, or they might have a bruise or two. Eight of Pentacles represents the moment in time when it is past when you can grab. It is ready for harvest, but the fruits are about to fall on their own. And so you can almost stand there with a basket and get ready to just pick up and collect your blessings. There's a feeling of this maybe being too good to be true, or your solar plexus needing to shine bright like the sun a little bit more. Some solar plexus work has been kind of center point for you recently, which is what your ancestors are saying. But with Ace of Wands, they're saying that this was guiding you through a spiritual transformation or a spiritual awakening. With the Chariot and the High Priest here, they're saying that you are a highly spiritual being, but they wanted you to take forward movement in your physical 3D life first, so that things could happen behind the scenes almost without your knowing. But the Chariot does indicate that things were happening very, very fast behind the scenes, and Ace of Wands is saying that you are quite intuitive, especially with the High Priest coming out here. It was very hard to keep this from you, and you were even picking up on it at the same time. We do have Ace and 5, which is a 6, so I'd like to point out that you have 8, 7, and 6. So you are letting go of things after completing a transformation, after working on the balance between yourself and your relationships, putting yourself first, and also allowing yourself to put out into the universe the love you wish to receive in return. You've then allowed this to synchronize and sink into your everyday life. You've allowed this to permeate through your body, through your vessel, through your self-treatment, through your treatment of others, and now it's a normal, natural part of who you are. What comes after this is, of course, the 5. The number of change, the number of Leo, the number of sun, self-expression, outward expression. So there's this part of you where you want to stand fully in your soul. You want to have this familiarity, this recognition. You want to step into this situation, and this is why you're feeling drawn. Now, they're saying there are other messages in here that they want me to take a look at for you. Okay, so Mel Gibson could be significant for you, okay? With the 8, also Mel, if you're watching this, I love you, hi. Super random. So with the Pentacles, Chariot, Wands, and High Priest, okay, this is indicating that there are physical changes that are coming into your life, and they're almost happening, so I'm hearing so close you can almost taste it, and so fast that you don't get a chance to think. And there's a reason for this. It's because the amount of passion that is here, the fire, they're saying that you have mastered the slow burn. Slow and steady wins the race. Saturn is giving you now its blessing, and it has been blessed by Jupiter, as you can see here by the 8 of Pentacles. So they're saying that you have come up from a difficult situation here, and I'm noticing the flame on the wrist. It almost is reminding me of the mane of a lion. And we do have 5, the number of Leo, as well here. Leo does also have to do with children, your inner child, and also your surroundings, also with romance, fun, play, everything that is light and childlike, okay? It's also very fierce, very innocent, very fun-loving, okay? And your intuition is picking up on an opportunity to have a little bit of fun, to experience the nectar of life, to experience these Jupiter blessings apart from the Saturnian blessings. You've put a lot of work in, and you don't want to lose what you've worked towards. But at the same time here, your ancestors are very much aware of the fact that you deserve a little bit of a break. You deserve to have fun. You deserve to enjoy yourself. And if you're worried about something lasting, this will surprise you with the legs that it has, with the longevity that it has to offer, okay? Because we have the 8 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the High Priest. Wands coming out here can indicate a little bit of short, fiery action, but the High Priest here is symbolic of commitment, tradition, of signing a contract, of higher learning as well, okay? So you'll be given an opportunity to learn something new or to share something that you've already learned, perhaps sign a contract. This can also have to do with legal issues as well, but this is all very positive. So this might be somebody coming towards you. This might be getting a bigger tax refund than you expected, okay? This can be somebody coming towards you asking you to sign a long-term contract with them, okay? This is very, very much something that aligns with your soul and aligns with the person that you are as well. But there are still some parts of yourself, they're saying, that you have yet to re-explore in your physical body. There are aspects of your soul that are reapproaching you now as you've cleared out all the energy and created space for something new to come into your life. Your ancestors want you to know that they are with you in spirit, and you might be able to see them. If you haven't in the past, you will in the future. You will very soon. You might be opening up to this gift. If you are already a medium who experiences clairvoyance and are able to pick up on them visibly, they are saying that you might be able to open up to new gifts. For example, clairaudience, psychometry, clairolfaction is coming up as well. You might start smelling things, seeing lights flicker, and whatnot. They're saying if you experience mediumship, well, if you don't experience mediumship, expect your guides and ancestors to be making themselves known to you at this time, very obviously. And I'm seeing a feather in my mind's eye, okay? If you do already experience this, expect to have some sort of unexpected influx in your spiritual and psychic abilities, okay, that will be directly tied to your ancestors. They're saying that there is a spiritual gift that goes down your ancestral line, okay, this particular ancestral line, that you have used in many other incarnations or many other places, wherever your last incarnation or last few may have been, but they are letting you know that you're about to reawaken to one of your powerhouse gifts that you have not even touched yet. And with these cards, it might indicate that you are already quite spiritual, quite psychic, quite gifted in these areas, but you are about to, they're saying, knock your socks off. You are about to be surprised by yourself, by what you are about to unlock and unleash onto the world. They're saying that this is meant to be shared, and that's why it's coming up at this point in time, and that's why it's coming up at, they're saying synchronistically to the situation. The way that you enter the situation is going to be, they're saying something about it is new territory, something about this is uncharacteristic in a sense, but it is exactly characteristic. It's exactly what your soul chose for you, and your ancestors are giving you their blessing. So this is actually very interesting. They're saying that they're showing me again like someone having both like one foot on one side of the track, and that's a timeline, and somebody else having, and the same person having their other foot on the other side of the railroad track, indicating like another timeline, and that you have taken the leap, of course not to get hit by the train, to leap onto the timeline that you feel intuitively guided and spiritually guided to take. They're saying that your ego, not like your sense of self, your sense of who you are, your sense of what you're worth and what you identify as and what you identify who, you've needed to release this in order to be open to this new possibility. And they want to take a moment to commend you for this. They're saying that this wasn't easy, and they're saying that it took you a long time to find and feel comfortable with your previous identity, but they're gently nudging you towards a new one. With this being said, they want you to look back and identify how far you've come, and they really want you to, they're saying walk the walk because you talk the talk. And this isn't saying, they're saying that you do practice what you preach. They're saying that you're very, very on point with what you say and what you do and who you are. But there is, they're saying there is another level deeper that you can go, and you're now being pushed into this area of life. I'm seeing orange very strongly. I'm also seeing a fire in my mind's eye. Okay, so you could be practicing fire scrying, pyromancy, okay? You could be reading smoke signals as well could be significant, or any like Aboriginal or indigenous cultures could be relevant for you as well at this time or relating to the situation. I'm also seeing like indigenous shamanism might be coming up for you, or I'm seeing the Chicana or the like Mesoamerican Andean cross. Okay, so just like the Andes Mountains, that area could be significant for you as well. And I'm also seeing somebody cooking something underground, like where you bury a hole, place your food, and then you cover it up and set a bonfire underneath, and it like bakes the food. So anything like this could be significant as well. They're saying that there's a light. Okay, this hand giving off light, but it's not, the palm isn't open. You may have been giving yourself Reiki recently, speaking into your water, giving yourself some sort of energy healing. They want you to pass this on to others. They're saying that others are aware that you possess a certain gift, skill, or talent, and they see you utilizing it on yourself, and they see it working. And so they're curious to experience this as well. You might be caught in this place of, do I give? Do I overextend? What do I do? And they're saying not to worry because the situation will approach you with a chariot, okay? This is very much, this is somebody who has worked so hard to get to where they are, okay? And their boundaries have been set. Their boundaries have been finally set to where they need to be, where they're comfortable. And now all of a sudden you're being given an opportunity to just let all your walls down and step into the next chapter of life. And your ancestors are saying this was a journey to get you there, but you needed to learn this lesson so that you could drop your walls down all the way. You needed to know your boundaries because now you don't need to learn this lesson anymore. Now it is safe. They're saying it's safe to love, it's safe to experience, it's safe to give. That's a big one. They're saying it's safe to give. You might be afraid of overgiving. You might be afraid of people pleasing. This might be a habit you've had in the past. But with the high priest is literally the perfect embodiment of the divine masculine energy, okay? This is safe. This is giving. This is active, but this is safe. This is spiritual. This is aware. And it's interesting that you've received both masculine embodiments of the divine, with Melchizedek and the high priest, okay? The book The Alchemist might be significant to you as well, and also you might be tuning into like the fae, the brownies, leprechauns, little fairy realms, things like this as well. I'm also seeing the green man in my mind's eye, and I'm hearing Tara as well, okay? So, okay, they're telling me I can pull more cards now. Okay, so I was gonna put this deck away and the Eight of Wands popped out. So do expect communication, travel, and opportunity. Things are going to move very fast. Something's going to look at this coming into the direction of a sun and or solar plexus, okay? With the mountains underneath, this kind of looks like, there are 3 crosses on the bottom here, so Christianity could be significant. There's also a telephone, looks like a telephone pole or satellite station or something here. Something about going out into the middle of nowhere, but still being connected. So there could be something that's at a distance from you, but you still feel connected to it, or something that's at a distance to you that wants to close the gap, okay? And it's going to be drawn to who and what you authentically are. And you might feel like you're still exploring this a little bit, being as you're being nudged into a new area of life, but that's why they want you to take a moment and go within, take a moment and allow yourself to just pick up all the blessings around and almost be unsuspecting, be just entirely yourself, be a little bit, nonchalant with the character that you're putting out right now, because as you notice things shifting within and around you, you're actually getting closer to yourself. You're shedding layers like a snake or other reptile. Shout out to my other beardy owners out there. Chad's about to wake up from his little brumation. I'm so excited. So there are a lot of energies that are coming towards you, and also I'm seeing these are reminding me of like bow and arrows. Okay, so they're showing me Cupid as well, so there could be something here with the 8 about something that starts and never ends, or something that feels almost like seductive or addictive or obsessive or something. But notice that this is the 8 of Wands. Look at all of these trustworthy, happy cards here. 8 of Wands is very positive. It indicates new beginnings and travel and opportunities and things coming your way. But for some reason, it's like giving me like a preemptive, you almost want this to be a devilish energy because then you would have seen it coming and it would have been okay. But they're saying that this comes from a wound, and you've already healed this wound. You just haven't seen the light attribute of this energy before in this incarnation. But that's also why, whatever the situation is about, you feel safe in that situation, because you've experienced before in another lifetime. This has been woven together consciously by your ancestors and their ancestors. I'm hearing Andromeda. Okay. I'm hearing Lyra. And I'm also hearing Arcturus. Okay, so if any of those are relevant to you, maybe all of the above, maybe one or a couple, maybe you would just want to look into those, see what's going on there. This has to do a lot with creativity and the arts, colors. Okay, this has to do a lot with expansion, with awakening, with ascension, Christ consciousness, and also with math and science. Okay, they're showing me the left hemisphere of the brain and the right hemisphere of the brain. Something about they're showing me like music and math are the same side of the brain, and like not spiritual gifts, but like emotions and your thoughts are one side of the brain, and then like math and like patterns versus I guess expression of your experience of those patterns. Okay, so they want you to take a look at those dualities, and they want you to understand that things can be the same and different at the same time. They're saying this and that can be true. All right, I'm gonna pull more cards for you. What else do your ancestors want to draw attention to? They're saying star ancestors on this one, and I'm seeing somebody from Orion, okay, like very clearly in my mind. And I'm also hearing Ashtar. You might have connections to the Galactic Federation. You might also be connected with Orion's belt. Sagittarius is coming up. We had a little bit of Scorpio energy coming up as well. Capricorn is coming up. Mintaka, of course, because you can't mention Orion without Mintaka. Gorgeous. But there's something as well. Okay, Mintaka coming up. This is showing me everything is not what it seems. Something can be gone and still ever present, and that is maybe what you've been experiencing until running into this situation, running into this energy. But they're saying again. Okay, so it's like something that was once lost to you has now been found. All right. By the moon with the solar plexus yellow. All right, with the light and shadow attributes are definitely coming up very strongly. Okay, masculine, not versus, but masculine and feminine, this duality, this transcending duality, and finding the source of things. Look at this. We have white and we have black, and then we have this golden source kind of color with by the moon. This is saying that you are doing a great job at picking up on the cycles and setting your boundaries, and perhaps even following the transits if that's something that you're into. But at the same time, they want you to know that just as the moon waxes and wanes, and it's full and it's new, and sometimes there's a super moon and sometimes there's a blood moon, and sometimes you can't see the moon, you know that it's always there. And in the same way, you go through cycles as well. And it's interesting that you got Akashic Records, Blessing Magnet, and Lead by Example with Deepening Faith coming out of the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is saying to me that you have dove into your Akashic Records, or you've had someone else do it for you, or you're having dreams of them. Either way, the blueprint of the Akashics are in front of your face right now, and you are able to almost isolate the incident that you are walking parallel to right now, which is very, very interesting with Blessing Magnet. So you're kind of saying, well, if I've experienced this somewhere else, sometime, someplace else in a positive light, and it's coming to me now as a blessing filled with love, positive communication, a positive sense of self, positive outward expression, is less more. You're kind of being an observer. I'm hearing you're being a witness with a high priest here in cellular healing. And they're saying that there are things that you are healing from either a past life, or perhaps for some of you, take this if it resonates. They're saying that it is you're healing the differentiation between your past life and who you are now. So it's not really something that happened in your past life or something that happened in this life. It's less of an experience or a trauma or a wound, and more so of the fact that you have moved on from a particular place, collective, lifestyle, embodiment of a persona or something like this. So that in itself, and they're showing me the solar plexus, but they're showing me it kind of dim a little bit. Okay, so there might be like this this pride or this happiness or this comfortability associated with who you once were versus who you are now. And there's something about you that you are healing, and it is like, say, just to use examples that already came out, say that you resonate with being a Orion starseed or a Mintakan starseed, and now you are you obviously are incarnated here on this planet in your body, and you are living your perfect little happy life as your amazing, beautiful, perfect self. There are parts of you that remember this. There are parts of you that are aware of this, and there's almost this longing to either be where you were or be able to fully embody a part or aspect of yourself that you had then that you don't think that you embody now, or you haven't had the opportunity to embody. And they're saying that this is something that you are stepping into, and that's also why the situation is coming towards you as well, because it's allowing you to embody this energy. And that's why you're afraid, that's why you don't trust it, that's why you're looking for reasons to associate this negatively, but really it's a blessing. Okay? They keep saying star ancestors. I consciously wanted to leave it open for star ancestors or soul's incarnation ancestors, okay? This one is very strongly coming through as star ancestors. They really want you to know that they are always with you, and they're saying you can always ask them to turn it up a notch, okay, in your pineal gland, in your intuition. Imagine it like a volume knob on a car radio, and they're saying or a boom box, so shout out to my other like 80s, 90s kids out there, okay? Let's all listen to our Walkmans at the same time, start the song. Anyway, they're saying that you have succeeded in something time and time and time and time again, and now you are at the top of the mountain looking at the beautiful view. And instead of they want you to enjoy the view a little bit. Instead of just walking back down the mountain or turning around and going back to where you came from, they want you to enjoy where you're at and understand how far you've made it, and know that if there are parts of you that feel like you have made a digression in your incarnation, not in your life, not this life, but through your incarnation process, they want you to know that everything is forward movement and that everything is cyclical, everything is circular. There's no such thing as linearity. You can follow a straight line till the ends of the world, and it will always bring you back to where you started, because every straight line is really a circle. Okay? And they want you to meditate on that. Okay, they're saying that they have some things to show you, some perspectives that they want to share with you if you take some time to meditate on that, okay? Imagine yourself walking your path, going through a situation, going through a cycle, going through a healing thing, anything like this, whatever you feel called to. Sit down and meditate with your guides. Ask them to turn it up a little bit. You might get a little stronger visions. You might get some synesthesia. You might start smelling things, okay? But imagine yourself walking down a path. And as you do this, notice the journey. And with this journey, you'll notice that you always end up back where you started. And you never really started anywhere, and you never really end anywhere. And they're saying that this is a great metaphor for the universe and the way that you are a part of the whole, but also the whole of which there are parts. Everything is connected. And you're very much aware of this, but there is an attachment towards an old sense of self that you are both letting go of you are letting go of and embodying at the same time. But in the same sense, you are letting go of it so that you can embody it in your current life, in your current body. There may be things about this that seem impossible, too good to be true, or just difficult. And they're saying not to worry about the details, because they've all been worked out in your Akashic records by yourself, by your guides, by Source, by the universe. And they also want to, just like a little side note here, they want to really emphasize how strong your manifestations are right now. If you ask the universe right now, they want you to be a little bit careful, but this isn't really a warning, it's more so of an informative statement, okay? They want you to know that if you're trying to manifest something right now, if you say, just for an example, universe, I would like the opportunity to have a cup of coffee today. You will have 5 cups of coffee in the next minute. Well, like offered to you, or opportunities to do so, okay? If you say, I want to bring a new friend into my life, you will suddenly get bombarded with 30. Okay, so they want you to understand that whatever you are asking for, they are exponentially, like they are adding to it, and they will all be safe choices. They will all be happy for you. They will all be with your highest interest at heart and something that you would have chosen for yourself. But they want you to know that anything that you send out there, it's going to come back to you more than what you put out there, okay? So they want you to be very, very conscientious of this right now. Also, being barefoot could be significant. Walking outside barefoot, or just like toes, feet in general could be significant. All right, this is bringing me to Pisces and Gemini. All right, a little bit of Aquarius there. Also, somebody could be like a dancer, but I'm seeing somebody do like a barefoot outside kind of wearing like just like a cloth or something, kind of like a outside in nature, like just honoring their body and their nature, just kind of flowing, you know, not like a performance or like anything super structured, just kind of like flowing. All right. So that could be significant or helpful for you as well, to just kind of move and process energy through your body. Also, if you know anybody that does something like this, they are thinking about you with all the loving intentions. All right. I'm hearing, you used to call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Let's see. Eels could be significant. Okay, you know how eels like kind of look a little bit creepy, but they're actually super duper cute, and they're like a huge source of electricity. So that, okay, so something that like hides in its little cave and seems like it has really sharp teeth, but at the same time it's like super cute and squishy and like knows what it's doing, kind of. Okay, so there's an energy that's kind of like that. They're saying lurking. Okay, maybe lurking on your social media, tapping into your Akashic records, trying to like tune into your vibe. Telepathy was coming out earlier, so this could be a being you have a telepathic connection with, or they're trying to send you spiritual messages. Okay, you might be picking up on them. You might be feeling like seeing signs about them, or just kind of having them pop up a little bit, and you're kind of like, what? Like, that would be why, because they're putting conscious efforts. Oh, look, eyes like a hawk. Yeah, they're putting conscious effort towards this, but I think you may have blocked this energy out or totally forgot about it or something like this. They don't want me to focus on that, but they want me to bring it to your awareness. All right. Some of these cards fell on the floor. Difference in vibration and astrological transits. Very much so. Okay. So we did talk about the transits already. Expect things to go exactly how you would expect them. And on top of that, like separately from that, whatever you put out, you're going to get back more than the amount you put out. I already talked about this. With difference in vibration, they want you to know that just as if you want to meet a middle point, you have to, like, they're showing me two like energies, okay? One is walking from the right to the left. The other is walking from the left to the right. And then as they meet in the middle, they kind of mesh and they merge. And then there's this new streamline of energy down the middle. Okay, this is the difference in vibration. They're saying that it is, the difference in vibration is diminishing and two things are alchemizing together to become one. Okay, they're saying to me divine union. They're also saying, they're showing me like how auras mesh, all right? You could be empathic. You could be picking up on this quite a bit, being a little bit extra picky about who and where you're around right now. If this is the case for you, please wear a hat when you are in larger social settings. Okay, we do have 66, so there's a lot of unconditional love in a situation, okay? And I'm also seeing the word brat. I'm also seeing bra, so I don't know, like, maybe it's like bra like arms, maybe it's bra like a bra, or somebody that you don't necessarily trust. I'm also seeing the word bread, okay? Somebody, maybe, okay. Spirit, I don't want to focus on this. Give me more messages for group number 2, please. You know, they're saying we want you to know this. That's why we're sharing this with you. There's a lot of unconditional love in the situation, and where once spirituality seemed illogical to this, to a part of the situation, it has now become the logical choice because the circle, something has come back full circle. Something was seen as linear and turned out to be coming back full circle. That's why they want you to meditate on this. Not the only reason why they want you to meditate on this, but they want you to understand that this concept has been accepted in some way, okay, by something external to you. So it is now resonating with your vibration in some way, which is why it's given the opportunity to come back, send you messages, give you signs, mesh with you, something like this. They're saying part of it's consciously, part of it's unconsciously. So they're saying excuse their lack of practice, okay? Okay, somebody wants to stand up for something, okay? Somebody wants to make something known, to fix something. Somebody wants to, like, reach out to you and be like, hi, you and me, we're gonna be a power team, let's go make this difference in the world. Or you and me, let's go like run away or make this life like what we always wanted, or go like just endless opportunities to go grab, like something like this. Okay, this is part of what we were talking about before. They're saying that you are going to be on the other side of this lesson by a long shot, like, or by like a long period of time, or a long energetic barrier. Okay, since this has last time come back around, and they want you to understand that sometimes people can experience different reincarnations within one life, within one body, and they want you to meditate on that a little bit too. They're saying you may not have experienced this before yourself, but you may have seen other people do this, so they want to keep an eye out for that. What else is going on? Okay. Time has just become very sensitive in a particular area of life. I think it's because all of these blessings and things are popping up for you. Okay, you're being given an opportunity to open up this new chapter that we talked about in the beginning. You're going to be walking through this, and at the same time, this is kind of setting the spiritual time bomb alarm off to this external situation that we were just mentioning. Okay, so that is literally exactly what's drawing this in. Not the only thing that's drawing this in. There's a lot of love in the situation. Okay, there's some sort of, somebody may have been like, I'm seeing the word ration, okay, being like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, but now the time has become like sensitive here. But time also exists. This is time space. It's in the fourth dimension. You know what else is fourth dimension? This is our thoughts, experience, and emotions. Okay, this experience is within the like emotional body. It's within the spiritual body, within the energetic body. Okay, this is time space in the fourth realm. This only has to do with our experience. So this is saying not to just go running with whatever this is. Okay, just understand that something is having a spiritual experience. It's having an experience, and it wants its experience to align with your experience, because now it's starting to be where you once were. But they want you to also understand that you have very significantly transversed past that point. All right. They're saying that the blessing is yours to take. You can do whatever you want with your life, but they want you to know that there's nothing but love in the situation. Okay, nothing but love in the situation. At this point, you're being given an opportunity to stand into your power, stand into your fullest potential in a way that your past life embodied, in the way that you have been kind of missing a little bit or wishing that you could embody in this life. You're being given that particular opportunity. So of course, this situation is going to be coming back around. They want you to just be aware of this, be prepared for this. They're saying forewarned is forearmed, okay? Meet the situation with love. They're saying that the experience was not a pleasant one, which is why, for the other party, the experience was not a pleasant one, which is why it is going to be presenting itself in the manner that it is now. But that is not your job. That is not your problem. If anything, you're going to be able to track it. You're going to be able to expect it to go exactly how you think it's going to go. All right. And then what you choose to do with that information is yours and yours alone. You are magnetizing blessings right now. Okay. We did get blessing magnet. It is standing out a lot to me. You did get eyes like a hawk. You're being watched by the first thing that we talked about. Okay. This situation, this new door opening, check your dreams. Okay. You might have some people, places, and things kind of like doppelgangered out, okay, for other things, but your intuition is going to be able to know what they are. If you keep a dream journal, now is the time to go back and read the past few months, okay? If you keep a regular journal, now's the time to read and go back a few months, especially with meditation practices, divination practices, or dreams, things coming from your subconscious, all right? It's time for you to go back and take a look at those cycles, because you've completed enough cycles, enough times to be able to track what is coming next. And as you've stepped out of these cycles already, it's going to help you to more consciously create your destiny, your life, your future. They're drawing my attention to the difference between fate and destiny. Fate is something that is already meant for you, okay? And destiny is what you choose to do with that fate, all right? So this is where the spiritual law of attraction comes in. And they're saying that there are fairies around you very strongly. You could also Lemuria is coming up as well, Atlantis as well. You could have a connection to either one of these places, or I just felt really, really calm when I said that. So tune in with these energies. At the very least, meditate with them. Mount Shasta, California could be significant to you, as well as the stone obsidian, all right? And turquoise as well. Lotus feet. Wow, okay, you have really, really, really been through a lot and done a lot of work on yourself, okay? Look at this. You have lotus feet. You have Melchizedek. You have the high priest. Wow. You have made it a lot further than you think you have, and I think that you've made it quite a long way in your incarnation cycles, okay? Your ancestors want you to take a moment and give yourself self-love. They want you to just focus and visualize green and just pour it back into yourself and allow it to vibrate, permeate outside of you, and just really, really, really feel that unconditional love towards yourself and how far you've come, and know that you deserve everything that's happening, all the blessings, all the positive things. They don't want you to even for a second think that anything is happening that could possibly harm you, hurt you, deceive you, like pull one over on you. They're saying that does not exist within your energy. You don't deserve that. You know you don't deserve that. They know you don't deserve that. And they're trying to send you blessing after blessing after blessing, and they just want you to say thank you, but not to them, to you. They're saying, okay, you can say thank you to us if you want, but you're really the one that did the work. You're really the one that deserves this. You're the one that aligned with these energies. And I'm hearing the phrase, like, if you weren't given the love that you deserved off a silver spoon, you learned how to lick it off of a knife. But you have, like, eliminated that energy within you. And you've gone back and given yourself a silver spoon and fed yourself and then fed others with it. I'm also seeing somebody play that, what is that game? What is that called? Where someone takes a knife and they're like, and they like try to like not stab their fingers off. So that could be significant for some of you as well too. Maybe that's how you kind of feel your interactions have been going lately, or the situations in your life. Maybe that's a good, maybe that's just a good like symbol for the way things have been going or the way you've been feeling lately. But they want you to know that you can now turn your palm upside down and expect to catch blessings with it, instead of needing to be careful and precise with every word that you say. They're saying you no longer need to walk on eggshells. You no longer need to be self-conscious. You no longer need to... They're saying narcissist to me, like narcissist empath dynamic, okay? I don't really want to go there like too much, but they're saying that this does not exist within you. None of these energies exist within you. This vibration does not align with you. So if you've experienced something like that in the past, do not expect this to repeat in the future, because you've learned the lesson. Look how far you've come. Look at who you are. You're amazing and beautiful. And that is exactly why the situation has legs. It's exactly why there's traction and attraction in this particular situation. That's why it's coming your way, so that you are able to see, oh, Group 2 knows that they deserve things to come their way. Group 2 knows that they're magnetizing and that it works. They're being a little bit dramatic with your manifestations right now, so that you can really, like, they're trying to like rub your blessings in your face. I'm not kidding. Like, that's why if you say, universe, I could really use $100, they'll show up, they'll match your $100, and they'll raise you $300. That's definitely the energy that's coming in right now. And I'm just feeling this energy of like, if some of you are crying right now, I just want you to know that I feel it, and I'm sending you a little energy hug. Some of you are really just like ready to like disarm yourself, and you're really ready to like surrender to the divine, but like just happy cry. Like, if you haven't, like, if you don't know what it feels like to happy cry, or it's been a long time, expect so many situations in the future that just like overwhelm you with happiness, with glee. They're saying that you haven't experienced anything like this in a very, very long time, and if you have, it has not been in this body. And your ancestors are like saying that if you look at yourself and who you've been and what you've been through on the grand scheme of things, not just this life, but all of your lifetimes, everything, every place, everywhere that you've been, they're saying that you are one of a kind. You absolutely kick ass. You deserve every blessing the entire universe has to offer, and they are ready, willing, and prepared to give it to you. You have just learned how to receive. Congratulations. You are so loved, Group number 2. You can create anything that you want, and if you haven't read The Alchemist, give it a read. It's pretty short. I think it's like 150, 200 pages, somewhere around there, maybe even a little less. It's just beautiful, and it's worth the read. So I think it's Paul Coelho. Yeah, so do expect, they want you to know that this contract, this situation, this legal offer, this relationship, this long-term, whatever the Hierophant is indicating for you, this something that's coming towards you passionately, offering you some sort of contract to sign, or agreement to enter into. Okay, they're saying that you can trust this. You can trust this as much as you can trust your favorite guide on your team. And they want you to know again that you're loved. They're just really, really emphasizing you've done a great job of healing yourself, and you've healed so many others on the journey. And they're saying it's your time now. I'm hearing whoa. All right, keeping it cheesy. We love it. So that's all I have for you today, group number 2. That was so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I am just overwhelmed with like just compassion and gratitude and love right now. I love your energy, and I'm so happy for you. If you need a good cry, or you need like a bubble bath, or like to take a day off work and go like frolic in the forest, like just do it. Like, you just do it, it's awesome. I really hope that this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. This was a message from your star ancestors, from your soul's incarnation lines ancestors, and I hope you have an amazing and beautiful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. You are beautiful and amazing and perfect, and I love you so very much. I'm so grateful for you being here, and if you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And don't forget to check out Monica's video on her channel, which will be the other part of your reading, a message from your bloodline ancestors. So thank you again so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. Hi there, group 3. Namaste, and thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are taking a look at messages from your soul's ancestors. So this is going to be along your incarnation journey, your soul's stream of consciousness, this particular path, all of those ancestors. And also we're leaving it open to star ancestry as well, of course. You chose the 3rd group, which is the Find the Blessing in Your Current Situation card with Krishna. Krishna is amazing and all about unconditional love. He is also a bridge between all different manifestations of divine love, divine light, divine source, however you would like to see it. This is saying that you have found yourself, you found your center, and the first things that your ancestors want to tell you is that they're very, very proud of you. They're saying that you are about ready to experience a lot more blessings in your life than you're used to, and they're showing me the word current, and they want you to just ride the wave of the blessings that are coming your way. They want you to know that they see the different situations that you've been in the past, and if you are currently in a bit of a predicament or you're confused about something, they want you to know that everything is divinely guided, not to worry, and that they've got it. They're also showing me like an X or a cross. So if you feel like you're at a crossroads, they're showing me a caduceus, and they're saying that 2 things that intersect and pass each other find their way back around to one another. So with Krishna, they're saying that you have a very unique skill as far as seeing the connectivity between all things, okay? This might have to do with timeline work. This might also have to do with seeing the connectivity between all things in nature, like people, plants, animals, the wind, okay? And they're saying that you might have a special connectivity with water or air, because we do have the Krishna card, but I'm hearing Vishnu as well in my head. Vishnu is the sustainer of everything that has been already created. And so there's something that you have showed up for. You showed determination in a particular area of life, but you've also allowed this to flow through ease. You've gone with the flow, and for some of you, you may have the spiritual ability of being able to identify or see vibrations, and this will give you the ability to see when something is working in your favor, when something is not going to work in your favor, or when particular energy is most favorable at a specific time. Now, this is a very unique and very useful skill that they want you to apply to yourself in another way. They're saying that you are very, very helpful when it comes to others, and you have definitely walked a self-love journey, but they're saying that when it comes to speaking to yourself, they want you to be a little bit nicer, and they want you to stop trying to be so rational, because they're saying that your rationality is a little bit nihilistic, which is interesting. They want you to be a little bit more optimistic, just a little bit more positive, and they're saying that if anyone deserves a happy ending, it's you. So they want you to find the blessing in your current situation, and they're saying that if you rub your eyes a little bit, if you take a different frame and you look at your life, look at everything that you have, everything that you are, everything you've been through, you will see it as abundant. And the more that you are abundant, the more you will experience abundance. And then the more you experience abundance, the more you feel abundant. And you do not experience abundance and then feel abundant, because there are so many people in the world who have millions and millions of dollars and they don't feel abundant. That is not abundance. Abundance is feeling fulfilled, feeling satisfied, prasanna, feeling satisfaction spiritually in your soul. And from there, that is when you feel and you experience the most abundance in whichever way resonates with you the most. Now, I'm hearing the word darshan, so if there is some sort of spiritual connection that you have with another being, whether this is an ascended master, a teacher, a guru, someone on this planet, someone who has passed in spirit, or just anybody in general, they're showing me Jesus, they're showing me Krishna, they're showing me Vishnu. Darshan is spiritual sight, so this is spiritual eye contact between your third eye and their third eye. Now, this of course can be any energy that exists in all of the universe, but there is something very special about this eyesight that they'd like you to maintain. They're also showing me Mahavatar Babaji. I do have a reading of channeling him that I will link here if I remember, or up here. And they're showing me him as he always is able to see the sun, the light, Christ consciousness, universe, source, and he is always pictured looking up and with his Christ consciousness having this gold permeate through his eyes, as this is his direct source. The closer you get to God, the closer you get to source, the universe, or anything, everything, the more abundant you become, the more abundant you feel. And so, the true blessings in your current situation is your distance, not between yourself and what you want, or between yourself and what you love, or yourself and what you like. It is between yourself and source, the universe, God. And the more that you allow yourself to love yourself, the more that you allow yourself to tap into unconditional love and find that source, that connective consciousness point within you that connects you to everything in the entire universe, that is when you will feel abundant. That is when you will want nothing else. There is a book that I love called How You Can Talk to God by Paramahansa Yogananda. And in this book, he says that essentially, of course, I am paraphrasing, but if you seek something other than source, other than God, other than consciousness, divine love, that golden healing 12th dimensional light, if you seek anything other than that, there will be an intention of karma that needs to be cleared. But if you are seeking God, if you are seeking the universe, if you're seeking 12th dimensional healing light, golden source, then you will be able to acquire and achieve anything that your heart could possibly desire, because if the universe is if getting close to the universe, to God, is your intention, it's already yours because it already is you. And that way you embody your manifestation, because your intention is not unhealed, it's not unsavory, it is not tentative, there's no question about it. And so they really wanted me to share this with you. So with that being said, group number 3, let's get into your tarot cards. Let's see what your spiritual ancestors, the ancestors of your soul, have to say to you today. Well, first of all, they're very, very glad that you are tuning in with them, because they are not sure. Now, this might only resonate for some of you, I'm not sure, but they're saying that you may not have been aware that they existed. You might have been very much tapping into your ancestral bloodline, but maybe not your spiritual ancestors, those that have come before you in a spiritual sense. And they're very, very happy to be connecting with you. They've been waiting for this for a long time. They're saying that they've done quite a bit of the heavy lifting in your spiritual awakening and your spiritual guidance in this process. They're also saying that they led you here because they wanted to talk to you. They are drawing their attention to things that feel good and your expression of allowing yourself to experience this. The devil coming out here, they're saying don't take this as a bad thing. They just want you to know that your boundaries and your standards are the way that they are for a reason, and that you are who you are for a reason. We also have the King of Wands. Oh, okay, so I see. They're showing me that for a while, you were dipping your toe into a particular energy, something that was sacral. It can be creative, it can be sensual, it can be pleasureful, it can be spiritual, it can be emotional. Okay, so anything that has to do with the sacral chakra. They're saying that you were dipping your toe into something just a little bit, And with the Seven of Cups here, this is definitely an indication that there was a bit of balance energy, but you were open to exploring your options here, but you were wondering if exploring your options was a lower vibrational choice. This was, you were walked through the situation so that you can evolve and ascend, actually, your sacral chakra. I want you to know that your sense of self, your expression, your ability to have options does not take away from the options that are meant for you. They are saying that there are many, they're saying there are many readers on YouTube. I don't know. They're saying that there are many people who might dress like you. There might be many people who do the things that you do or are interested in the people you're interested in, but that does not make them you. They're saying that abundance of options does not take away from your individuality. In fact, it heightens your individuality. Now take that however it resonates, because that was quite an interesting message. Another thing that's coming through is I'm seeing the word rent here, and I'm getting that you live rent-free in somebody's mind, okay? With the devil energy here, and especially your spiritual ancestors. They're saying that they have been egging someone on, okay? Which is very interesting. Okay, you have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So someone out there's been thinking about you a lot, very emotionally. This can be someone you've known from a past life. This can be somebody you knew in your childhood. This can be somebody that sees a sense of innocence in you, or they've been trying to get them to ripen faster, or trying to get them to evolve, or to meet you at your level wherever you are. So this is very interesting. This went from a very spiritual reading to a very grounded reading very fast. And they're saying there's a reason for this. They're saying that if you've noticed that these scales of your spiritual and grounded lives have been tipping very sporadically, like you feel very grounded, and then you feel very spiritual, like detached from your body, and then overtly into the physical realms, they're saying there's a reason for this. They want you to explore your options, and they're saying that they have been helping you to avoid and grow through your personal demons in order to grow and ascend them. They're showing me like that like quintessential image of like a demon being shown light, and then that dissolves them, or when somebody puts a cross up to like a demon or to like a vampire or something, and it just dissolves them and sends them into oblivion. So they're saying that they've been helping you to process things by focusing your attention. And there are some things spiritually that there are some spiritual truths about you, who you've been, where you are currently, that maybe would have been difficult for you to look at from any other perspective. They're saying there are a few conflicting parts of yourself, which is what left you with options in the first place. And this is very interesting. I'm getting like it's like fire and water, a little bit of like a almost anxious-y kind of energy. It's not really anxious though. It's kind of just rambunctious, I guess. And so fire and water, this is in Ayurveda. This is the Pitta dosha, Pitta. And also fire water can be a word that also describes alcohol. Okay, so they're saying that there have been times where your head have been in the clouds and your feet have been also in the ground. I'm hearing that song, with my feet in the air and my head on the ground. Okay, Where Is My Mind by the Pixies. There's definitely an indication with 3 here. This is the number of Gemini, okay, communication. There's been some spiritual communication. This is where I'm hearing Darshan again, okay? So there have been some sort of pivotal moment in your life where you have grown to communicate. You have been able to find balance between both sides, both twins of your personality, or both sides, your grounded side, your spiritual side, your feminine side, your masculine side, your two polarizing traits even of yourself that seem to directly conflict each other. But you are multidimensional, and that is what this reading is saying here. Your ancestors really want you to know that you have been blessed, very blessed. I almost started speaking in Italian, so I don't know if that's relevant for any of you, and I have no idea why. I'm not fluent at all whatsoever in Italian. So with 7 of Cups and the Devil here, they're kind of saying that you might see options as a bad thing, but you might also like it. Or there could be something that you see as a bad thing, but you also enjoy it. Or you're trying to reassess the way that you feel about a particular energy because of the way that you were brought up, the way that you were brought into the world, or the way that something was taught to you, essentially. And King of Wands is saying that you have successfully finished this lesson here. And look at the gecko. Geckos are very still, they're very observant, and then they're quick on their feet. They can pivot very easily, and they're saying that this is something that you have done. And notice that this gecko here is eating its own tail. This is the Eurobro, all right, but it's a gecko, so it's like a Eurobro, but it has little arms and legs, which is super cute. So this is saying that you may have already like finished your ascending journey. You might be a light worker, or you may have come back down here to Earth, to the Earth Collective consciously in order to help people on this journey. And because of this, you needed to walk it yourself. But you've now completed this journey. You're wearing your crown, you're holding your staff, you have your robes, and you're ready to take action in the spiritual realms. Now that you have been applying your spiritualism to the grounded realm, you are now ready to act in the spiritual realm. They're saying you've balanced the masculine and feminine parts of your energy, and also the masculine part of your feminine energy and the feminine part of your masculine energy. This is beautiful. This is a fully completed cycle, a fully realized being, and they want you to acknowledge this within yourself. They're almost laughing at the devil card because they're saying you wouldn't have seen this as a bad thing anyway, which I think is quite interesting. And there's like this beauty that I'm seeing to this card that I haven't really appreciated before. It's like, oh, look at his cute little goatee. Look, it's like black, which is like feminine, and it's like beautiful, and it just absorbs all this goodness. And then there's just this, but it's not negative. It's not bad. It's not demonic or anything. And I mean, hey, like I have 2 copies of an Necronomicon, and I'm out here spreading light and love, you know what I mean? Like, there's just this beautiful aura to you where you are well aware of the light in the universe and the darkness in the universe, and you have transcended all of this. And this is what leaves you with options. You almost are, it's almost like you've dispersed your personality in a sense, and your ancestors are helping you to reselect new pieces to put together. And this time, they want you to just be. They don't want you to worry about a characteristic you're supposed to have, or a characteristic you used to have, or something you used to identify with that you no longer do, or vice versa. They want you merely to look at the cards on the table, pun intended, as always, and appreciate you for who you are. They want you to live in the moment. They want you to just be. They want you to find the blessing in your current situation. And I believe it was Krishna. Him with his flute. It's reminding me of the story of Krishna, where Krishna had the ability to multiply himself. And so he's in a ballroom where there's like a party, and there's lots of music and dancing, and there are all these beautiful women in the ballroom, and they all want to dance with Krishna because they're all like, oh my god, Krishna, like, what's up, dude, like, dance with me. And so he multiplies himself, and he dances with every single woman in the place. And there's one woman who is not begging for his attention, who's not seeking it out, who is not, she's being herself. She's focusing on her own business, you know? And Krishna immediately, like, reabsorbs all of the multiplications of himself, comes back into his one body being, and walks up to this one woman who wasn't trying to get her attention, and he says, you are the most beautiful woman in this entire place. Why don't we dance? Leaving hundreds of women jealous, and bestowing the blessing upon the one who did not ask for it, but deserved it the most. And I feel like that lesson, that story, is very relevant for you and where you're at in your life. It's like, you might feel a bit lackluster, I believe is the word. You might feel like you've been waiting for a long time for something to even like spark your fire, to excite you. And maybe this is why you only dip your toe into energies a little bit. Your ancestors really, really want you to know that they've seen the entire journey. They see your Akashic records. They've seen your entire journey. They've seen your whole fool's journey. Again, pun intended. We love the tarot here. And that in the best way possible, they are tied to you, and that they're always with you, regardless of whether or not you are asking them to be there or not. They're reminding me to remind you that you can be in a room with hundreds of people and feel alone, but you can also be alone in the middle of nowhere on the top of a mountain in a cave and never truly be alone. I'm hearing the song The Wind by Cat Stevens. I think that came out maybe in the first group, I'm not sure, but it's so beautiful. And to me, I'm also hearing the song Great Spirit by Nako Bear. This is just a reminder how everything is really interconnected. It's like every atom, every molecule, every mole, there's so much more within that, whether or not we can see it. And it's all alive, it's all moving, and everything flows. Yeah. So, with that being said, not just deep diving, because yes, we love to do that here, but they also have another message for you about giving you blessings, okay? So they are saying that they have been watching you wait in line for your turn for something, and it's about to be your time to shine if it's not already. So do be expecting some sort of message, some messenger, or some sort of gift that's going to be bestowed onto you. It will be communicated to you in a quite passionate way, okay, about growing something, or maybe something's been growing behind the scenes. Maybe you dropped a manifestation a while back, forgot about it, or maybe you did a project a while ago and you'll start seeing results from that project. There's something that you've been waiting your turn for, and you're about to take center stage. Awesome movie, if you've seen it. If not, it's okay. And then they're also saying that they are giving you many options in life, and that you have the opportunity actually to take them all. You don't have to choose one or the other. You don't have to say, what would, I'm hearing like WWJD, what would Jesus do? You don't have to say, what would Jesus do? You don't have to say, what would my highest self do? You don't have to say, what would this person that I spiritually look up to, or whose life I want to learn from, what would they do? No. They want you to look at what's right in front of you and see the blessing. They want you to appreciate it and say thank you. Thank you so very much, because you are alive and you are breathing and you exist, therefore you are perfect, and you are just as much God as God is you, and you are just as much you as you are everyone else. Just as much as you are, it is just as much as you are not. And you are being given a unique series of opportunities and events and emotions and experiences in your own life that are allowing you to find the sense of connectivity with yourself and other people. Now, Seven of Cups does have to do with options, okay, but it does also have to do with Venus. It has to do with Libra. It has to do with the relationships in your life and finding balance. It has to do with not tipping the scale to either side, but allowing that beautiful Venus, Aphrodite energy to just be what you are. And this is saying that you are very intuitive. But now they're starting to hit your emotions, your intuitive downloads. Now, it could be before, take this as it resonates, you might have been experiencing very, very heightened intuition, but coming from your feminine chakras. So it's coming from a detached place, a place where it's easy to see how things are going to go, easy to make rational decisions, and easy to communicate what you're experiencing. But they're saying that now this is hitting your emotions. This is different. It's hitting your personal relationships. It's hitting your life path. It's hitting things that are close to your chest. It's hitting things that are of your heart chakra and of your sacral chakra. It's hitting your pleasure. It's hitting your creativity. It's hitting very, very personal things. And they're saying that this is a blessing. They want you to feel through everything. They want you to enjoy your body. They want you to enjoy the food that you eat. They want you to tune into the pleasure that is existing in the first place, because it is a miracle that you are here. And they're showing you many, many options, because you have many, many options. We have 5 and 2, making the 7 here with the Roman numerals, of course. And to break this down, it kind of is saying that there's a change about what you're about to consume in your life. There's going to be a change in no longer needing to recycle and heal and process energy all the time, but being able to actually consume things that you are happy to consume. Not eating your vegetables because you have to, but eating your favorite food in the entire world because it's amazing and beautiful and fills you with joy and health and wealth. That's the difference here. They're saying that your inner child has been coming out to play lately, and they love to see this. They love to see this. Your spiritual ancestors were very, very much with you as a child. They're saying that you are remembering this now, that they're very, very glad. There's a sense of self. There are some angels. If there's somebody you were very close to as a child that passed away when you were very young, know that they are with you right now. Or if you used to see angels or have apparitions near you of light and love in the shape of an angel, this is feeling very personal. It's feeling very feminine. I'm also seeing a pair of glasses, okay? This person is around you all the time. They're with you very strongly right now, and they're only going to be with you more and more in the future, okay? This angel, they want me to refer to them as an angel. They want you to know that they have ascended, they have passed on, they're very happy, they're healthy, they are feeling great. They want you to know that they see light, okay? They want you to know that they are with you every step of the way, but this isn't the only life that you've experienced them in. And they're saying that you might be starting to pick up on where you may have recognized them from, and that's why you felt so comfortable around them when you were younger. And as you recognize where you knew them before, you'll start to remember who they were. And as you remember who they were, to you in another life, this is going to open up more doors for you in your spiritual journey, and they want you to be prepared for this. They're saying it's going to be beautiful, but it will be blinding light. And they want you to communicate your experiences to others. There may be some who don't necessarily understand what it is you have to say. They're not ready, or their third eye is very, I'm hearing the word confirmation bias, is very biased towards particular outcomes, towards particular energies, or biased against growth. So they will kind of twist things in order to make it fit in the way that they want it to fit, but you can't put two puzzle pieces together that don't go together, and they want you to release this energy from your aura. They're saying that this doesn't exist within you, but it exists around you, because that is duality, because you represent lack of that. You represent satya, you represent truth. So anywhere there is light, there will be dark. Anywhere there is truth, there will be non-truth. That is the nature of the dualistic realm that we're living in, and this is beautiful, but you've become a master of it. You've become a teacher. You've become trustworthy. And King of Wands kind of always gives me like that that fun and also successful like grandpa energy, where he's kind of like, you know, he's sitting in his library like smoking on a pipe, but he's also down for a good time, a beer and a jig or something like that. I don't know why those are the references that came up. There might be a figure like this that's around you as well, which might be why I am channeling this for you. They're getting that you're starting to remember. Remember not only your past lives, but people in your past lives and who they are in your current reincarnations. You're starting to put bigger pieces together, they're saying. And this can be, as we are all interconnected and we all experience all of our lives at the same time, we are all part of the same being, and there's not one life that any of us have experienced that anyone else has not or will not experience. And also time is a relative illusion. It is relative to the experiencer of time and space. So technically we all live all of the same lives and walk through all of the same energies, just in kind of a jumbled up order, so that we can look at each other. We are the universe experiencing itself over and over again. And you're starting to recognize that there are different steps to different people's journeys, and we all walk through the same things. And that is not debatable at all. We are all individual, of course, but you're starting to recognize the beauty in those who cling to non-truth, because you were once there. You're starting to recognize the beauty in those who are having a hard time loving themselves, because you were once there. And that journey was so beautiful, wasn't it? They're asking you to know that it is your turn. Know that there are many, many beautiful blessings that you don't even recognize, because one of the biggest blessings is who and what you are, who and what you have grown into, who and what you've become. And there's just this strength to you, there's this beauty to you, and it's absolutely enthralling. It is absolutely alluring, with the Devil card here, in a positive, beautiful way. There are many, many people that cannot get you off of their mind. There are many, many people who love you for who and what you are, and they see what you have to offer the world, perhaps more than they see what they have to offer the world, or more than you even see what you have to offer. And you also remind other people that we're all reflections of one another. So because of that, when someone sees something great about you, they are given the gift to see that in themselves. And you are more than just the gift that keeps on giving, because you've been waiting long enough, you've been putting the work in, you've been allowing yourself to experience the luxury of life, experience the blessings of life. And this is only cracking open for you now, because you went through all the hard work, so now you get to reap the rewards and the benefits. You get to enjoy your life and take it easy for a little bit. I'm hearing you get to coast for a little bit now, which is amazing. I love that for you, group number 3. Because you see through everything, but you don't just see through it, you've also walked through it. In this life and many, many others. They're showing me the Stations of the Cross, okay? So if that, you know how people, they'll experience like a similar twin flame journey, they'll experience a similar like Jesus and Mary paradigm journey, they'll experience like parallel journeys of remembering like significant figures over time. these are beings that are these are reflections of us that are very, very imprinted into our consciousness, into our collective being. And as you see people walk through journeys and stories and experiences that you've walked through yourself, or you are able to resonate with, or you understand, it shows others that there is more. It shows others that there is more than what they think there is. And your ancestors are coming to say, like, you know that we're with you, we always have been. You know that we're you, we always have been. You know that we're within the breeze, we're within the water that you drink, we're within the vegetables that you consume. And that's why they want you to start enjoying the sweetness of life more, because you are every fruit that you consume. And you are every piece of beautiful, beautiful destruction, or of crazy, chaotic perfection. It is you. And they're saying that you are awakening to this. They're saying that you've known this, but that you are starting to embody this, and that you may have been in this energy for others to recognize, and you might have been the last to catch on, is what they're saying. They're saying that people see like a halo, a golden aura, or angel wings around you, or they might see you as a figure or an apparition, even though you might be standing right in front of them and they didn't know that that was possible. You open people up to possibilities. This is very interesting. I didn't expect to do like how other people perceive you, but this is what they want to talk to you about today. If you have any sort of self-doubt or fear or hesitation towards just grabbing life by the reins and experiencing like its sweetness, its love, know that you deserve that because you show that to others. I think that's what they're trying to say. It's like, if you could see yourself through the eyes of others, which you can, which you absolutely can, there's that going back to Darshan again, then you would live differently. And they're saying that you're starting to crack open to this, and your third eye has been awakening more and more. Your third eye, they're saying, experienced a cleansing, a deep cleansing, which is why you may have been either locked out of it for a while or confused by it, overthinking, experiencing a surplus of air, feeling tight-chested, maybe getting little headaches, or just feeling very grounded lately. They're saying that was part of the reason why they tipped the scales on you into the physical realm. Okay. They're saying that your intuition is so spot on that it's almost scary to others. And they wanted you to feel like you belonged for a while, but also, without trying, you, in a sense, show off because of your aura, because of your energy, because people look at you and they see an apparition, or they see a halo, or they see a golden aura, or angel wings, and it's ridiculous. People don't know this exists until they see you. People don't understand that it's possible, and you show them the experiences that they need to go learn about, just by existing, just by being yourself, which is phenomenal. And so they're saying that because of this, they wanted you to feel like you could fit in for a little bit. They wanted you to feel like you were part of the good old 3D, old-fashioned collective here, walking around, going to your little job, experiencing friends and play and fun and little pleasures and dipping your toe into stuff. And now you have the ability to balance out the scales, and they're helping you to step into the chapter where you embody both fully. They're saying that you've embodied a balance of your energies before, but you've stretched very deeply spiritually, and you've stretched very deeply physically, and now you're meshing these two worlds together once, they're saying, for one last final time. So this energy is being drawn back to your heart, and they're saying you are a huge magnet right now as well, so expect a lot of things, particularly when it comes to love. Now, we do have Seven of Cups, so it can be options in love. Okay, it can be new friendships. It can be people giving you gifts. It can be things like this, like just blessings. And they're saying that this is us. I'm smelling pizza, and I'm seeing like an old rowboat, and I'm also seeing like a old, like, creaky wooden piano. Okay, so any of those things could be signs or synchronicities for you as well. So what else do they want to tell you? They want you to know that you're loved more than you think. And they're showing me my I have this tourmaline earring, of which I lost the match to, which is upsetting, but it has different colors of tourmaline, and they want me to share with you, if you haven't heard already, if you collect every color of tourmaline, then a miracle is going to happen in your life. And they wanted me to use the word miracle and not blessing. So if you have like 6 to 8 colors of tourmaline, or if you feel very much connected to that phrase, just energetically, whether or not you own the possession. They're saying you can expect a miracle that's going to make you feel loved, make you feel love and loved in return. I'm going to pull from my Follow Your Heart Oracle deck. As always, the link is in the description box for this guy. It's on my Etsy page. Of course, I made it, and it's my fave. Your soul's ancestors want you to know that there are pieces that you had as a child that you have flashbacks to, okay? And now you understand what it was and why it was and when it was, okay? But you had to get you got the answers before you got the questions, and then you had the questions, walked through the journey, and now you realize you had the answers. So now you're sitting here putting together a puzzle while looking at the picture, and it's like a 25-piece puzzle. It's not like a crazy, like 3,000 piece or anything. They're saying it's easy. You have all the pieces, you're looking at the finished picture, you know what it is that you're putting together. And they wanted me to confirm that for you, okay? So some of you are experiencing something like that and needed that confirmation. Okay. Whoa, okay. Intuitive water and lotus feet. Okay, I think it's safe to say doing your shadow work. Yeah, I would say so. I would say extraterrestrial downloads. All right, okay. I would say it's very safe to say that you are highly intuitive, psychic, gifted, spiritual, something. Okay, I'm hearing healing hands. I'm also hearing the guru mantra. Okay, right. So there were a lot of cards that came out, but I feel kind of called to share with you all of them. So I'm gonna lay out the ones I feel called to lay out and just kind of run through the rest with you, okay? So you have intuitive water. I'm gonna lay this one out under the 3 of Wands. Your intuition has been telling you for a long time that you're on the right path, you're gonna get where you're trying to go, it's gonna happen sooner than you think, and then you're like, so it's gonna happen now, and then it doesn't, and whatever. So when you surrender and you let go, your intuition is giving you a time frame, okay? And when you pay attention to that time frame, time seems to slow down, but that doesn't make it false. They're saying that you are still about to experience something sooner than you think. Okay, something you've been waiting for, waiting your turn. They keep showing me people waiting in line, okay? We have time for a change, mental narrative. I'm getting that this is past energy for you. You change your mental narrative and cleanse this third eye as you dip the scales back into the 3D realm, masculine energy for a little bit, and then shifted back out of it. It's like now you have this cracking open of your intuition, of your feminine energy, but it's not like it's not anything new. It's not anything you haven't experienced before. It's just like yawning and stretching, and you're like, oh, hey, it's me. I'm alive again. Here's what's up. Like, it seems very comfortable, and like this is the energy you just left, but you kind of like, it's like you were inside and then you were outside, and now you're in the doorway, and you're like, oh, now I have both. Cool. Rooted in gratitude. I would say that is something that you've learned, and something that your ancestors are actually saying your ability to have gratitude for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the inexplicable. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And if you only saw the amount of gratitude that you bestowed onto other people, you would cry. That is what they're saying to me. Okay. Also, Ted, if you're one of those people who just like gets so passionate about something and you're like, welcome to my TED Talk, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to just rant like that. They're saying don't ever apologize, and people love your little TED Talks, okay? And crystal healing, or maybe literally you do a TED Talk, like I don't know who's watching this. Crystal healing, okay, so I did mention tourmaline and obsidian. No, I think that was the last reading. Okay, so I definitely mentioned tourmaline. So if you have a piece of tourmaline, actually I have one in my pocket right now, use it, okay? Wear it with you today or the next time you go out, and meditate with different colors of tourmaline or on the energy of the stone tourmaline. If you don't have one, you're not going to go out to the store and buy one unless you want to, you know, but practically. We have ask for help over the devil card. Okay, they're saying that you didn't have the luxury of asking for help when you needed it, but now you have more than enough help than you need, but you're a little bit unsure if you can trust the help that's coming to you, and they're saying that you can, but not to overextend, because there are some things that you have learned, because the devil is Capricornian energy. Capricorn likes to deal with everything themselves, okay? They're very much the energy of like, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself kind of energy, okay? And then they're showing me Krishna with his peacock feather in his cap, okay? So there's something about you that's it needs your personal touch, okay? So you have more help than you need. Feel free to use it within your comfortability. It is trustworthy, but they're also saying that if you want something done right, with your little personal touches on it, the way that you would want it to be, then do it yourself, okay? Don't overextend yourself, don't underextend yourself, okay? But know that your help around you is trustworthy and reliable, but at the same time, there are some things that it won't seem like you did it if you didn't do it, okay? So that's what they're saying. It's your ancestors listening to animal guides, okay? They are sending in some animals for you. Okay, this might be in the form of a pet, or like a familiar. Okay, this can be, I'm hearing animal Reiki as well. You could be getting into that, animal healing. You could be a veterinarian, you could be meeting a veterinarian, or you could just start seeing a new sign that pops up for you like all the time. You know, sometimes you might, well, I do, and I know a lot of other people in the spiritual community do, but I'm not going to say like, you know, everybody does, but typically like people have the same few signs that kind of happen over and over and over again, and you're like, oh, that's a sign and that's a me sign. Like you can read the animals and the numbers and the letters and the zodiac signs and like all this stuff, but you will have like a specific sign or like 12 that kind of pop out to you, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a me sign, like that's for sure. They're saying you're going to get another sign that is repetitive or kind of like in your face, or if there's one that you were kind of like spammed with a specific sign for a while and you're like, I don't get it. Like, what is this? Why is this? What in the world? And then it kind of went away for a bit. And especially if it was relating to an animal, they're saying, listen. Okay, they're saying listen for the answer to the sign. You're going to be getting it. I'm hearing like tonight or tomorrow. Very, very soon you're going to be getting, clarity on that. I'm sorry. I was hearing, why are you my clarity if our love's insanity? Why are you my remedy? Okay. Okay. So something about, they're showing me like, oh my god, languages. They're showing me languages galore, but they're like drawing me back to ancient languages. You might be interested. Okay. There is some sort of like ancient message that is encoded in something that is very modern, but it's going to like take you on a little bit of like a trip or a whirlwind in order to get there. This is such a specific sign. I don't even know what's okay. You're going to be experiencing seeing something again, but in its modern form. Okay, and this might have to do with language, with words. This might have to do with animals. No, not animals. They're saying okay, maybe an animal will point you to this. Okay, if they're saying an animal is leading the way for you to see a sign that is going to be modernized, but you will have seen it before and you will recognize it for what it really is. And then they're drawing my attention to ancient languages. So you might see something that's written in German and immediately look at it and be like, oh, this is these Egyptian hieroglyphs, and know exactly what it's saying. And you might not read Egyptian hieroglyphs, okay? Like there's something like this where you're gonna be like, oh, I remember seeing that. It was on like something. They just like showed me. That's the best way I can experience what I can explain what I just experienced. See, now I feel all jumbled. Okay. You're gonna know what's up. When you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, that's what she was talking about. But right now you might, I mean, honestly, you're very intuitive. You might be picking up on the energy that I'm presenting to you, but I'm just having a difficult time explaining it because it's like things layered over each other, like translation over translation over translation, but your soul is going to pick it up and just be like, aha! And your ancestors want you to know that they've laid this down here for you so that they're saying it works like clockwork, like every time, okay? So if you recently said that, or you are hearing somebody say something like that and you see an animal pointing the way, they're like, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what's happening. Keep following the signs. They're also saying follow the yellow brick road. You'll get where you need to go, okay? So we have lotus feet by the moon, removal of obstacles. Ganesh is around you very, very strongly. Now there's a lot of like Hindu and or yogic references in this pile, so you could resonate with any of that. If not, just cool. These are beautiful energies anyway. Ganesh is around you a lot. You could be seeing elephants or just like, yeah, long, like elephants or giraffes, okay? Because I'm seeing like just like a long tube, like the elephant's nose or the giraffe's neck or something like that, but it's animal related. It could be like a flamingo, for example, or like a swan, okay? Look out for that. Cleanse your energy. Okay, they're saying that if you are going out in public anytime soon, wear a hat, especially if it's like crowded and there are a ton of people, especially if they're like under the influence of anything, okay? I'm seeing lean, okay? Like, if you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, good, you're better off. But be cautious around that, okay? I'm also hearing life's too short to even care at all, whoa, by Young the Giant, so that could be significant. If you got that pun, I'm sorry, also LOL. Dive deeply within. They want you to look at who you are, what you identify as, and see where you can release what doesn't belong to you, because there are some things you've been identifying as that have been creating obstacles in your path, not on purpose, but only because there are some things that you were questioning about yourself that you have given yourself answers to, and you felt kind of at peace with them for a little bit. They're saying these things are going to come back up, okay? And you might feel territorial about a particular like label or a particular action or a particular like identification of self or something like this, okay? And they're saying not to be afraid to let this go. You don't need to, they're saying you don't need to announce it. You don't need to do anything about it. You just need to let it go and be, because universal energy, source, prana, chi, whatever, it just is, okay? God is, the universe is, and that's it. You are, okay? So they want you to back up to that. And then as you inhale and you exhale and you slow down and you calm down, you will be able to revisit these things, and you will know exactly what it is that they've been trying to tell you. Okay, with archangels and numerology. I'm seeing a Metatron's cube in my mind's eye, so Metatron could be significant for you. I highly recommend you look up the story of Archangel Metatron, the Archangel of Archangels. Love that guy. Metatron, also known as Enoch. Okay, so you might want to read the Book of the Watchers. Okay. And then revisiting priorities, you might have an opportunity to go, if there's somewhere that you resonate with as home and it's not where you are right now, or if there's a person that makes you feel like you're at home and you're not with them right now, or there's somewhere that you've really been and you resonated with it and wanted a chance to go back, expect an opportunity like this to be coming back around. There might also be somebody visiting your area that you don't expect, so you might want to make a few preparations to have a surprise visitor, okay? Or take a little impromptu trip, okay? So if there are they're giving you kind of a little bit of a heads up, okay? They don't want to talk too much about it. They don't want you to focus on that. But I'm hearing the song Valerie by Amy Winehouse, okay? So maybe the name Valerie, or like Valeria or something could be significant to you, or just lyrics in that song too. And they're saying sometimes I go out by the water, and we have by the moon here, and we have the tides in the ocean, okay? So if you live in an area by water at all, like ocean or lakes or ponds or something, they want you to take a look at the moon and the tides, okay? They want you to feel that connectivity. They want you to tune in with that, because they're saying that there are messages that the moon and the water, their vibration that they put together, will have for you, okay? So go outside like at night or under the new moon or the full moon, or even just consecutively over a cycle of the moon. They want you to take a look at the waves. Notice when they act up a little bit. Notice when the tide is high, when the tide is low. Now I'm hearing the song Tide is High. I just got really tired all of a sudden, which is interesting because it's the middle of the afternoon and I am caffeinated. So you might be changing your sleep schedule up a little bit in order to experience more REM sleep. They want you to experience dreams more and get rest more. But in order for these two things to happen simultaneously, you might find yourself needing a couple more hours in bed, okay? They don't want you to press yourself about what time you go to bed or what time you wake up. They want you to flow with the cycles, and they're saying that this will connect with the moon and the tides. So they want you to take a look at this as well. It also doesn't hurt to check out the zodiac sign, the constellation that the moon is in right now. Or just in general while you're doing this process. The moon takes 2 to 3 days to transit a zodiac sign. I don't know why I felt the need to share that with you. And Venus and Mercury are always 1 to 2 signs away from where the sun is. So that can kind of help you like off book it a little bit so that you can understand what energy is going on right now. People usually always know where the sun is. So yeah, they want you to take a look at the moon and kind of just be cognizant of where Mercury and Venus are and feel that flow, feel how it affects you. They want you to re-center yourself into the natural cycles of things. And they're almost showing me like a winter and then a spring, like a death and a rebirth, okay? But they're saying that you've already experienced like the balancing of the scales, and they want you to Like, do a big, like, energetic, physical, like, body, big, like a big yawn of your entire being that will reawaken all of your cells. And you might wake up one day just feeling totally new, like renewed. And I'm hearing the song Reborn by Kid Cudi and Kanye West, which is a beautiful song. So there might be messages for you in there as well. So do expect some things like this. Your guides are saying that you've done a phenomenal job, okay? Your ancestors love you so, so very much. And I totally just blacked out, like, the whole, like, last 2/3 of that message. So that was definitely them channeling directly through me. So I'm sorry if I wasn't like, oh, your guides are saying this, your guides are saying that, and this is what it says on the cards, because that was through me, not by me, okay? You have very, very strong guides. You have a very, very strong energy, just in general. And you are a force to be reckoned with, but in, like, a happy, like, universal, like, light, healer, awesome kind of way. So that's amazing. And crystal is really standing out to me too. Like, the name crystal could be significant. Maybe if you have, like, a box or 12, like me, of crystals, go see what you feel drawn to. Maybe take out some crystals you forgot you had or haven't touched in a while, or pull out, like, that very first crystal healing book you got, something like this, okay? They want you to go back to the beginning, go back to your framework. Where were you when you first opened up to all of this? What was the first, like, crystal healing that you ever did on yourself? What was the first Reiki that you ever did on yourself? There will be some, what's the word? Those, like, core memories relating to that. And they want you to almost, like, replicate that moment to experience a rebirth, okay? Your ancestors love you very, 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 very much. And they're almost like, they're showing me, like, them watching you, like, in a stadium. It's like, they're like your little cheerleaders. They're like, you don't even need that much guidance. We're just giving you support and encouragement because your soul is, like, on autopilot, and now you're waking up, like, fully. So they love you so very much, and they're grateful for you, and they want you to keep doing exactly what you're doing and be a little bit, like, easier on yourself and a lot nicer to yourself. And then also, they're reiterating to look out for guides that are animals or signs that are animals, and then they're looking for, they want you to look for something long, okay, like an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck or a flamingo neck or like a swan, something like that, something that has an animal with a long tubular facet, I guess. So yeah. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, group number 3. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for being here today. This was a message from your soul's ancestors, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Don't forget to check out the other part of your reading on Monica's video. I do have the link in the description box for that, and I think that's everything. Namaste. Hi there, group 4. Thank you so much for being here today. I feel such a special sacredness around your energy, and I want to thank you first and foremost for allowing me to tap into your energy, because it is high vibrational, it is serene, it is sacred, and you know who you are. Now, this is, of course, a channeled message from your soul's incarnations, ancestors. So these are going to be, of course, the ancestors, not just or necessarily of your bloodline, of your physical body, but of your soul. Everywhere you've been, all those that have come before you, and including star ancestors. The very first sign that I saw as I sat down to film your reading was 144,000. If that resonates with you, then I'd like to especially thank you for being here. And if it doesn't, you might be seeing the number 144 or just 14 quite a bit. These are numbers indicating the angelic realm, and you are here as part of a crystal grid of souls trying to bring humanity into new earth. So with that being said, your ancestors wanted to make sure that I knew who I was talking to, and I am grateful for you being here. Your ancestors are also very grateful for you being here, and they're watching you saying, go, 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 go. They are just like cheering you on, like amazing. And I'm hearing the song Cheerleader by OMI or Omi, however you say it. So they're definitely rooting for you. They're definitely cheering you on. And I feel this you may have been feeling very, very grounded lately, and they're aware of this, and they're saying that it's time for you to fly again. They wanted to draw your attention to some of the things you are magnetizing in your physical realm, not because you needed these energies, but because these energies needed you. So they want to thank you first and foremost for self-sacrificing yourself, even though, because you were okay, because you knew what to do, because you had a job to do, you agreed to do it, and because you move through love, and because nothing can break you. And they just want to draw awareness to that for a moment. They want to thank you, and they want you to recognize your strength, but also your ability to love. And of course we move even into the cards here for a moment. You chose the Jesus card, Christ consciousness. Open your heart to love. And I'm hearing a lion in sheep's clothing. There's something very unsuspecting about you. And they're saying exactly. That's why you are who you are, where you are, why you are, and how you are. There's something about you that just has this innate connection to source. They're saying you are source manifest, and of course we all are, but there's something about you specifically, your ancestors, they're reminding you, they're saying you know exactly who you are, but maybe the surroundings that you were drawn to help for a little bit didn't. And that's okay, that's beautiful, that's wonderful. They're saying that although you might be experiencing some doubt, which they're saying is cute because your intuition is very, very strong, these beings in your surroundings are recognizing who you really are, and it's allowing them to see who they themselves really are. And there's something that's beautiful about you where you hold up a mirror to others and they see light in you, and you see light in them, perhaps that they don't see in themselves. And they're acknowledging that you may have walked or may be walking quite a lonely journey, but that it is in everyone's best interest. It will not always be this way, but as we are stepping into new earth, and I can't wait for this video to be a couple years timed out and people be watching this and be like, oh yeah, we've been there for a while. As I'm recording this though, this has newly happened. The shift just happened. We just had the earthquake. All of the natural disasters are popping off right now, and there's a deep cleansing and a deep timeline shift. Regardless of whether you work with different collectives or not, which you may very well, right now your mission is here. Some of you might be saying, no, most of my mission is spiritual, and it deals with entities that aren't even on this planet, not even incarnate right now, and that might have you feeling a little bit alone here. I want you to know that that's natural, and that people, actual incarnated humans that are on the same path as you, they know where you are. They know who you are. They're awakening to your presence just as you're awakening to theirs, and you will have opportunities to walk hand in hand together for the rest of your path. And I feel this like overwhelming energy of wanting to just cry, like, finally, yes, this is beautiful. You're starting to find people who share not just your truth or your perception, but you're starting to find people who share in truth, period. Are awakened enough to see it, not trying to be, not pretending to be. They're saying that there are they're saying phony balonies. I love spirit. There are a lot of phony balonies in your surroundings right now, but your presence in those surroundings is shedding light on that. But they want you to be kind and be gentle and be understanding, because these beings, these entities are very much aware of this. And that's why they might be jealous of you. They might perceive you as a threat. They might look up to you. They might even imitate you. This is because they see you and they appreciate you, and because they love you. And they're expressing that in the way that they know how. Now I'm feeling some of you saying, well, that's not fair. All's fair in love and war, whatever. That's not cool. And you have Jesus here, reminding you to turn the other cheek. And again, I'm being drawn to Christ consciousness. Okay, this is not about religion. This is not about spirituality. This is not about who can trigger the deepest theta waves in your brain through meditation, or who can predict the future the most accurately. Okay, this is about connection. And I'm not even going to say connection to what, because if you're listening to this, you already know. And words cannot possibly describe something that we know exists, and we have since before we devolved into verbal communication. I'm sending you love, so much love. Thank you for watching this and being here. You are experiencing a heart opening. You may have been called recently or for the past while to be on a self-love journey, to allow yourself to open up to the love that is within you, because you are deserving of it. And they're showing me someone wearing beer goggles. Maybe you needed like beer goggles. This could literally be using a substance, or just spiritually, like in your third eye, having like beer goggles or something, in order to, they're saying self-soothe and make a perceived, or like have the perception that others around you are capable of loving you with the strength that you are capable of loving you. But they're saying these goggles have been removed. Okay, they're saying that you've cleansed your energy field, you are protected, you are loved, you are guided, and your ancestors want you to know that they are with you every step of the way. They're holding you, they have linked arms with you. They're above, below, next to, within, and through you at all times. And they're saying that you are experiencing an expansion of your aura, and it is cleansed, it is purified. They're saying that you've never experienced an energy like this in this human body, although you've experienced tastes of it. You've experienced slivers of this energy. Now you are stepping into the full embodiment of everything that you knew you were always going to be. All the energy that you once had a taste of. Now this is your truth. These goggles have been removed, and with that, you're going to start magnetizing very strongly, the kind of magnet that cannot be pulled apart by human effort. These high vibrational energies that can love you on the same frequency as as it is, as source, as light, or lack thereof, as is. This is so beautiful. Thank you again for being here, Group 4. I'm truly blessed and honored that you are checking out this reading and this channel. And it's an honor to be able to read for you today. You may be watching a lot of readings recently, or maybe not, but you might be finding that readings have not been resonating with you correctly, or you may be aware of others unconsciously using readings as a form of manifestation, unaware of the actual truth in the timelines that they are seeking. You might be aware that timelines are shifting right now, and by that, if you do have the spiritual ability, do you want me to pull the Empress? Okay, so I'm just listening on that one here. If you do have the spiritual ability to see, feel, check out, however your abilities come to you, whichever sense or lack thereof they're coming through, if you are able to sense timelines, perhaps you have 10 options this way and 4 options another way, and you're able to see, if I take this step, here's what will happen. And it's from knowing, it's from source, right? You will notice that these timelines diminish. You will notice that instead of having 10 options in a particular area, you now only have 2. You might notice that where a few things were an option, they really are not. But they were a beautiful way to spend your time. So you're starting to recognize this. With the Empress, of course, they're saying you are not embodying Empress energy, but you're being perceived as Empress energy. They're saying that you're embodying stronger than Empress energy. And of course, if you are resonating with this, you understand that a card cannot possibly explain your greatness, your energy. And they're saying Empress, High Priestess, those two put together, the Magician, all of the beautiful combinations of tarot cards in the world do not hold a candle to your light. We have Jesus, and then we have the Empress, group number 4. Your ancestors love you so very much, and they see where you have been, okay? Not just in this life, but as a soul. They see where you've been, and they are here to recognize that within you, empower that part of you, and also validate that, because sometimes we have soul truths that we just can't share with our friends and family, okay? And they are acknowledging those parts of you. Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords. Oh, honey. Okay. So I was seeing Nanny McPhee as I pulled this, and I'm getting drawn to that part at the very end where she says, when you need me but do not want me, that is when I will stay. And when you want me but no longer need me, then I must leave. And there's this beautiful energy. Wow, if you guys are like crying or you're feeling like emotional overwhelm, I'm definitely picking up on it right now. You are here to assist in the healing of, they're saying several collectives, and I saw 1144 in the recording time, and they're showing me again 144,000. If you, okay, they don't want me to say that, but if you pick up on anything past that, you know who you are and who you're connecting with, okay? Queen of Swords, they're saying expect a return of an unexpected energy, but you knew this was going to happen, okay? They want you to set your newfound boundaries in a particular area of life, something that would have you typically associated with Empress energy, all right? They're saying you're looking at light, you're looking at truth, but perhaps you're helping others with their healing right now, and that's a beautiful journey, but they want you to almost let go of attachment to those that you're helping. Let go of how it turns out for them, okay? They want you to tap into your own healed, awakened, aware energy. They're saying it's time, and they're showing me a piece of driftwood. They're also showing me the movie The Life of Pi, so you might want to watch that. There could be messages in there for you, or that could just be how you've been feeling for a while, like you are Pi with a tiger on a piece of driftwood, just lost out alone on a piece of driftwood in the sea, and experiencing this beautiful, crazy adventure that you don't care if people believe or not, because it happened, and their belief or lack of faith, their faith or lack thereof, does not determine truth, period. And with 4, they're saying that they're drawing my attention to the fact that 4 does indicate stagnation sometimes, but that's not what's happening here. They're saying that is a false perception, and that you know why. Because 4 is the energy of the mother, the energy of the home, the energy of the crab, the scarab beetle, shout out to ancient Egypt, and as well as the Empress. They're drawing my attention to the overhype of Egyptian energy here, and drawing back to the overhype of Atlantean energy. We have been devolving since these times, and the destruction of these cultures was not the destruction of our power, it was in fact our own devolution. And they're saying you're aware of these truths that might be more difficult to speak. This is amazing, these messages coming from these cards right now. Your soul ancestors are saying that they've been there with you for they're saying many planets, many timelines, many periods in space. They're saying the space-time continuum. And I'm hearing the song Gravity by John Mayer. Gravity is working against me. You might feel like that sometimes in your human body. Okay, they don't want me to go there. Whatever it is that you feel a special connection to on the soul level, you will be having an opportunity to reawaken to this energy, okay? They don't want me to say more about that. Your intuition is picking it up. They want me to get on with the reading. Okay, I didn't call that. High Priestess with the Empress. They're showing me your energy right now, okay? In real life, lifetime, they're saying you are opening your heart to love. You are stepping into Christ consciousness. They're saying this is your anchor, Christ consciousness, and it always has been and always will be. This is something that is inherent within your incarnation. And you've been embodying like this cute little, like, yeah, I can be physical a little bit, like energy in the earth, and that's where this Empress is coming in. And as you communicate these energies, you've been the one instigating the change in those around you, in the lives of those around you, in the timelines of those around you. And you've been saving people from their own self-destruction, unbeknownst to them, but highly beknownst to you. With the 4 of Swords, your ancestors want to say that your star ancestors love you and miss you dearly, and they're always there for you. I'm picking up on a few specific names of entities, okay, but I'm not going to speak them because I don't feel called to. But they're saying that you will know because you're picking up on them. And with the High Priestess, we do have 42 coming out here, which is a 6. When it comes to your daily routine, you may have been noticing that you've been falling off a little bit of your yoga or your meditation or something that keeps you connected to spirit. And they're saying that there was a reason you were drawn in this connection, and it was actually so that you could fulfill some missions and contracts that you agreed to ahead of time. you needed to be a bit more grounded and a bit more, you needed to be in chaotic energy yourself in order to dissolve this chaotic energy from your surroundings. They're thanking you again for doing this. They're saying, you know you didn't have to, but you chose to. And that says a lot about your character. You are perhaps in an energy of magnetization, self-isolation, highly stepping into your divine feminine energy, regardless of how you associate with your gender identity. Also, Pisces is coming out as well. And ginger. Okay, if you have any ginger around you, or lemon ginger tea or anything like this, it's a great opportunity for you to detox your body, as well as to add a little bit of spice, but clear cleansing fire. Okay, they want you to cleanse through fire. I'm hearing the song through the fire and flames by The Sword or something like that. So there may be messages for you in that song as well. Also, Freya is coming out very strongly. I know that Monica, the beautiful, beautiful woman who I'm collaborating on this reading with, go check out her reading. I know she recently posted a reading channeling Freya, who I resonate with very deeply, so you might want to check her out. Also, Red Thread of Fate might be coming out a bit for you, as well as The Weaver. Listen to the song The Weaver by Trevor Hall, okay? You have been helping somebody weave their way through the dark because you are a spinner of fate. You are a spinner of light, a spinner of love, a spinner of truth, okay? And this is what sets you apart from the rest. And they're showing me the 9 of Wands. You might be feeling at this time a little bit downcast by those around you. Like, how come you have to carry all the burden? How come you're there for people who aren't necessarily there for you? How come words and actions don't match? How come you are able to see the timelines and other people cannot? And this is just in your surroundings, but you're breaking out of this. You're stepping out of this. They're showing me like a dust cloud, okay? You're stepping out of this, and the dust cloud never belonged to you in the first place. They want you to know that. They want you to know that there's something greater that's coming towards you. You likely have been picking up on readings that you know resonate, but do not know why, because these are in future timelines that have been solidified in your fate blueprint, okay? We do have a blueprint that is objectively what we must walk. Okay, what will happen to us. And although we can choose the way that we walk through this, think of Oedipus, okay, think of co-creation, all right? There's something that is inevitable, okay? The inevitable is coming. And they're saying this is happy, this is positive, but there might be a bit of hesitation or fear due to the knowledge that it is inevitable. You might have picked up on this earlier in your life, in your incarnation, or this might be something from a past life that is due to come back around. They want you to become re-aware of this. They're saying you're already aware of this, but they want it to bring it back to the forefront because they're saying now is the time. And although this may have been mildly triggering in the past, you stepping out of this dust cloud will almost allow this energy to come through in peace and sanctity, and any chaos, hectic energy, or confusion that comes along with this energy will be very easily dissolvable because of what you've just walked through, because of who you've just helped, because of the energy that you've just inhabited, they're saying, without even thinking about it, okay? The number 32 could be significant. There are a lot of changes that are coming your way, all right? You are releasing people, places, things, energies, and as you're doing this, you are re-sparking your fire. You are coming into yourself, re-embodying the fullness of your energy. I'm seeing 2022, 2023 on the recording time, so maybe some events have happened between like Christmas, New Year's, or just 2022 could have been significant for you or difficult. I'm hearing 1010 by Rex Orange County, where he says, I had a year that nearly sent me off the edge. I feel like a 5, I can't pretend, but if I get my shit together this year, maybe I'll be a 10. Okay, so those lyrics could be hitting home for you. There's something you've been waiting for a while, and this might have to do with just love. This can be romantic, platonic, ethereal, of light, spiritual love, familial love, a support system, anything like this. You've been waiting for love, and it's like you've been watching everybody else get this cup that you feel you deserve, but you are also able to see the lack of authenticity behind this cup in other people who do not have this ability themselves. And you might be aware that it exists, and aware that aware of the karmic ties and bonds and soul ties and bonds around you, but also aware that this unconditional pure love exists. You might be looking around, seeing everyone else get this false cup, knowing that there's a true cup that exists and that you found it within yourself. You went on the solo journey, you know exactly what's going on, and your ancestors are letting you know that when you release the need to be alone, when you release the need to, this is so interesting, when you release the need to be in hermit energy in order to heal, when you release the need to be in hermit energy in order to be your fullest self, in order to meditate, in order to stand in your highest self, this is exactly when, King of Wands will be coming right towards you. And they're calling you out right now. They're saying you might be thinking, King of Wands, well, that is neither the counterpart to the Empress nor the High Priestess. And they're saying no, because this is going to happen intuitively. Okay, this is not going to happen slowly. This is not going to happen spiritually very easily. Okay, physically, they're saying it's yet to be sanctioned, okay, yet to be solidified in the 3D realm, because there are still some things that are working their way out, okay? There's something that is moving from the activation point into mastery of said energy, and this energy is connecting with you spiritually and is guided to connect with you, okay, but is currently on the point of self-mastery in their own Christ consciousness, and they want to come to you having something to offer. Okay, and again, this can be any sort of love. This can be like somebody who is walking as a spirit guide as well for others on this planet in their incarnation. This can also be, I'm hearing 14400 again. This can be somebody else like this. This is somebody who feels called to be a guru or a teacher spiritually in this life, but they didn't feel that they were at a point to, they didn't feel that they were self-realized enough in order to give you an offer that you observe, that you would observe. Okay, this is very interesting. I'm hearing the song Me Gusta too by Manu Chao, so that could be significant for you as well. We have Akashic Records and Crystal Healing. Okay, so they want you to know that the time and place for everything is perfect, and that you know this already. You can dive into your Akashic Records if you want more information, but I'm getting that you don't even... There's no need, I'm getting for your energy, particularly group 4, which is beautiful. You don't need to dive into the Akashic Records, you embody them. So you don't need to ask, you don't need to meditate, you don't need to observe, you don't need to find out. You are already aware. This is, they're saying something that others would consider claircognizance, but it's another step past that for you, okay? You are aware of the whys, the hows, and this is largely a validation and confirmation reading for you, which is beautiful because they're saying you don't get a lot of that in the 3D realm, but you deserve it, and that's okay. Okay? They're saying not to be upset about it. We're going to get you some more messages right now, and they're going to be cheery, is what they're saying, okay? Ooh, Ancestors, Crystal Light. Do you work with Crystal Healing Light? Are you stepping into this, or do you tune into your future self and you are embodied by an aura of different color rainbow crystal healing light, and you feel connected with not just source, not just light, not just 12th dimensional energy, and not just space, Akash, what is behind that, but you actually feel connected to crystal healing light? If you do, or if you are, then this is a message for you, and if you are not, they want you to know that this is something you can look forward to on your path, okay? This actually came out in reverse, and they were like, take it in reverse, even though I haven't been taking reversals for this reading, because they want you to know that there's nothing standing in your way. You do not have blockages within your aura. You do not have blockages at all in your karma. They're saying you have cleansed all of your karma, and you know this. So anything that you've been experiencing did not belong to you. It was a conscious choice by you to love yourself, and I just am seeing them smiling at you like the little Cheshire cat smile. And they're saying again, when you are needed and not wanted, you show up. And when you are wanted but not needed, you move on. And this deepens the faith of all those that you come into contact with. And this is your mission. They see how many changes you've made within yourself, within the world around you. And they're saying that you are going to have so much better than you expect come out of your life. And that you're also going to be experiencing significant heartfelt communication and thanks, gratitude from these people. They also want you to put a pen to paper, all right? If you are journaling or if you have experiences when you're meditating or anything, they want you to write these down. They're saying that future generations are going to be able to admire and learn from your path, your struggles, your experience, okay? Now with mental narrative over the Queen of Swords. Now swords, of course, is air. We know this. This is not only communication, but it is our thoughts as well, our thought process, our thoughts within the Maya. And they're saying that this has been something that's allowed you to weave your way through the ongoing narratives that people have set around you, okay? They're saying that you're very much aware of the current or recent timeline shift, and that as you are stepping into these things, you are guided and you're feeling more connected and will continue to be more and more connected with these ancestors of your soul over time. The more you see yourself as a whole being and less as a person, the easier of a time your person will have, as well as the stronger of a being you will be in this life, in this body. You have intuitive water, cellular healing. They're saying that this is what you are teaching. This is what you are teaching. Okay? Find your own light. Intuition is not just pineal. It is not just through faith. It is through all 7 chakras. There are not even only 7 chakras, okay? They're saying that you are teaching people how to break through their mental narratives, how to find their intuition, how to follow their flow. You're guiding people through healing and allowing them to, you are providing help when they won't ask for it, which is allowing them to understand that it's okay to ask for help. You, as an example, are rooted in gratitude. You have your priorities straight and you are so connected. If you are an energy channeler, if you connect people with their spirit guides, that is one of my favorite things to do in this whole incarnation of mine. If you connect people with like their Akashic records, their past lives, their angels, you help people read the signs, and you connect people with their spirit guides. You are so beautiful. You're beautiful regardless of whether this is on your soul path, but you open people up to this, whether it's on purpose or not. You allow people to heal, not just their physical trauma in this life, because it's a lot to go through, yeah, but their actual soul. You see through people, and you almost like, they're showing me somebody like unzipping like a costume, and the costume would be the person, and you are allowing their soul to step out. And they're saying that if you were to close your eyes and tune into the timeline or the Akashics or just visualize, you would see just lines and lines and lines, miles long, of people whose costumes you have unzipped and freed them and allowed them to remember. And these are people maybe you haven't even contacted in a long time. People who you sparked their spiritual awakening, and they would not have gotten as far as they did if they were not around you. Your presence opens people to gratitude. And it opens people up to their priorities. Expect an unexpected visitor, okay? They're showing me an apparition. Okay, this might be a guru, a teacher, a spirit guide, an angel. I'm hearing Archangel Michael. Okay, if you have a connection with Archangel Michael, he will be visiting you, and you will be able to see him clairvoyantly. This is a message that's coming through for those of you who resonate with it. Also, Rick Riordan is coming out. That is the author of, I can't remember the name of those books, that series, but it's about Greek mythology, okay? And Percy and the something, he's like a demigod, and they want you to explore that, whether it's reading the books or watching the movies or just meditate on that topic in general. They're saying that there's something that you deeply resonate with that has to do with that, and people see this in you whether or not you tell them, and it awakens them to their truth and awakens them to magic. I'm seeing 3003, okay? You dissolve the space between people and their own magic by showing them yours. And you're not even consciously trying to show them your magic. You just are being yourself. That's how magical you are. They're saying that there might be people around you who identify with utilizing magic but do not know how to embody or utilize it. And they, in fact, do not carry any. These people have been searching for your spark, and they found it. And they may be trying to copy you or invalidate you or imitate you. And again, they're saying this is out of they're saying wishful thinking, wishing to understand, wishing to be. I'm hearing somebody say, like, do I want to get with you or do I want to be you, right? That quintessential phrase, I guess. So that was just kind of a little side message there, but they're also showing me Chiron, the eternal psychopomp, the trainer of Hercules, okay? The original Cupid, but the bridge between life and death, the spiritual realm and the grounded realm. I saw 3111, and I'm hearing no matter, or what is it? I'm hearing Love Song by The Cure, essentially. However long I stay, I will always love you. However far away, I will always love you. Okay? You are so loved. You are loved more than you think that you are. That's where mental narrative with gratitude is coming out here. There are so many beings that are grateful for you on this planet. And if they are still stepping out of that costume that you've unzipped for them, or if they cannot find the words, or if they are acting weird or running away or imitating you or just acting any sort of, they're saying ego response, so anything like that, just know that it's from unconditional love and gratitude, and they're not used to vibrating at this. Their body is learning how to embody this. Their physical body is learning how to react to this. Their being is saying, whoa, I can't remember the last time I remembered this energy. And that is a blessing. Again, they're showing me revisiting, and I'm seeing like the visitation of Mary, okay? So that can be significant for some of you as well. They're also showing me, I believe it's, is it San Juan? There's a story of a little boy, I believe, in Central America, and he has like an apparition of Mary appear before him, and then she puts her face on his cloth, and they still have it somewhere. And then it's Our Lady of Guadalupe, actually. Okay, so that can be significant for you as well. They're saying this is how you appear to people. That's absolutely phenomenal and impressive and beautiful, Group 4. They're saying you have achieved full Christ consciousness, and you've been there for a while, and it's not an aspiration at this point. It doesn't matter what other people feel or believe. You are who you are. I'm hearing hot and dangerous. They are confirming for you that you're going to be stepping into your soul tribe, and that you already know who these beings are. You already know that they have an eye on you. You're already aware of who resonates with you. They're saying that they are clearing out some cycles right now of difficulty, of burdens, of pains, okay? And that you are such a living, walking, breathing example of what they wish to embody in the future. So some of these energies you're meant to collide with, collaborate with, they are not yet in their fullest power. They see your Christ consciousness, and a lot of them might be aspiring to get there. And when they do, they will link arms with you as well. They're saying that there are energies around you that have succeeded in this journey, that have completed this journey, and they're ready now to link up with you energetically. You might be feeling them around you. If you feel a random spirit hug or love from someone, this is like the finishing point of their activation. You will have known, like this would be, you're minding your own business, you're living your life, and then all of a sudden you feel an energetic hug and like a burst of love and just like a thank you, thank you, thank you, and you know exactly who it's from immediately. Okay? They're saying within 72 hours of that point to hear from this energy. Also, they're drawing my attention to an either or situation, and they're saying that you can have them both. There is an illusion of needing to make a choice in a certain situation, and the way that things are meant to unfold, you are not supposed to make a choice. You are not meant to choose, you are meant to be chosen. And that's something that you have needed to learn the hard way in your life, but you are embodying this energy. Okay? You deserve to be chosen, and you will be, and you are, in fact, chosen. They're saying somebody or something has already chosen you. You are just not aware of it yet because you are stepping into belief. Group number 4, your energy is so, so beautiful. I'd like to thank you for being here. And they're saying star ancestors, they're drawing me now. They're saying if you made it this far in the reading and you resonate with what I'm saying now, I can say something that they stopped me from saying actually earlier in the reading. I'm sure there's a reason for this. If you connect with the Galactic Federation, okay, they're saying that you have a meeting soon. You already have a time, date, and location imprinted into your DNA. They want you to write it down intuitively, and they want you to show up, please. They are saying that they know that you know how to do your timeline work. You can sit down, do it right now. You can lucid dream and place yourself in the correct timeline, but they don't want an apparition of you, okay? They want your full, undivided, and conscious awareness in every part of your incarnation, including your body, okay? So you have a meeting to attend, and please show up for it. You will intuitively know when and where. yes, okay, Ashtar is connecting with you very strongly, and they have a lot of messages for you. As you connect to this, you'll notice that there is an energy that's piggybacking off of this a little bit that is not of that vibration, but is one that resonates with you. They're saying a polarity of you. Okay, take that if it resonates. And that polarity is piggybacking off of this energy because it's been having a hard time accessing you, but it knows that it can find you there. Okay, so just be aware that that's what's going on, and what you choose to do with that information is up to you. Again, you are being chosen. You do not need to make a choice. So do not worry, do not stress, just allow things to unfold in front of you. Know that you've stepped out of this dust cloud already. And because of you, the dust has settled for whichever party's dust cloud this belonged to. Okay, your light, it's like, you know when you shine a light so brightly, like when the sun's coming through a window and you see little dust particles like in the air, and you notice a dust cloud you wouldn't have seen if it was a little more dim in the room. That's what you've done for several people very recently, or a group of people, or your surroundings, or something like this. And it really showed someone or something or a group that they were not as precise or as clean or as, I'm hearing holy, I'm hearing the song Unholy by Sam Smith, as they once thought. Okay, they're sharing with me that this may have brought up a little bit of insecurity, and they're drawing my energy and attention again to these energies that are kind of scrambling around, trying to imitate you, learn from you, see what you know and where you got it from. And this is because they are on their own self-love and help journey. It's rare, at least for these energies, to connect with or to come into contact with someone who has finished their healing work, someone who has finished their ascension journey, someone who has finished stepping into Christ consciousness and has been walking in this way for a long time. You might, if you resonate with this reading, be an ascended master who has consciously reincarnated again. And of course, you will know this. You will remember every name you've ever embodied. You will remember every spark of energy that has ever been connected to you. And of course, we are all reflections and fractal pieces of the same one energy, the part of the whole, and the whole of which there are parts. But on your individual stream of consciousness, there's something that is untouchable about yours. There's something that is holy about yours, something that either never has been here before or never needed to come down here in the first place. And the fact that you have, the fact that you did, I'm seeing Krishna smiling at you. Okay, and I'm hearing My Sweet Lord by George Harrison. I'm hearing to end the reading, and I'm getting that you don't really need advice, which is amazing. Your ancestors just kind of wanted to reframe your perspective a little bit, validate your intuition, and let you know how strongly they are with you. Okay? Your ancestry loves you so, so very much, and they want you to keep moving forward. They're saying you no longer need to push, you no longer need to choose, you no longer need to want. You're free. You're free now. In this body, you are now free. And I think that's something that your soul has never not felt before. You are now free. And the conscious path that you choose is not only in this body, it is not only on this earth. And you are so, so, so loved by your ancestors of your soul. They see you and they are adorning you. I'm actually seeing a line of energies like bowing down at your feet, bowing down towards you. So whoever you are, wherever you've been, whatever you resonate with, you know who you are. And don't let, well, I don't think you could let anything or anyone take that away from you, but stand in your power, step in that strength, speak your truth, and know that you are no longer just guided, you are a guide. And as much as you're aware of this already, allow that to vibrate through you all of the time. All of the time. That's all that I have for you today. This was such a beautiful and high vibrational message. Honestly, Group 4, thank you for allowing me to channel your energy. Yeah, I wanted to draw attention. I have this little bit of tourmaline, multicolored tourmaline, in the corner here that I've been hanging out with, that I felt drawn to just kind of include in your reading. So if you have several colors of tourmaline, or they're showing me again crystal light, like rainbows, like on this hematite here. I don't know if you can see. They really want you to embody your fullest energy and to leave a little bit of sparkle everywhere you go. Don't be afraid to shine, because that's inherently who you are and what you're meant to do. So continue along your path and know that they're saying there's not much more growth. There's no more healing. There's no more karma. You are here by choice and you are free. So every moment that you choose to be here, allow yourself to enjoy it. The dust has settled, didn't belong to you in the first place, and just thank you for incarnating and for being yourself and for just existing in the first place. You are so loved, and your ancestors are right there with you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out Monica's reading over at Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I hope that this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and I hope you have an amazing and beautiful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste, Group 4.